got like a post with a lot of engagement. You get a bunch of. That's the only thing I hate about X.
First thing
stupid ass bitches saying link in bio. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
first thing.
All right, come see me here.
Yeah, they gotta clean that shit up. That's the only thing about X that pisses me off is like these fucking random pages saying nudes in profile. I'm like, what the fuck?
Then when you send them money, they don't do what they say they gonna do.
Wait, what?
My said, what?
Wait, what? Wait. Rewind that,
Did
bro.
you hate that part?
Okay. Wow. Lovely.
Tired of you lying.
What the fuck?
How much you be sending, bro?
Look, that ain't none of your business. You ain't my accountant.
You're right.
Your business. Look, it seemed like a fair price when she said it.
What?
It did. It seemed fair. You gonna lick my balls and all for $20?
Oh shit! Only 20?
I had 30 free bucks.
Oh,
hot bucks. I was ready. Yeah, because why would you do this to me? I'm sitting up here in the living room, ass naked, with some hot oil, waiting on my balls to get licked. And what happened? You didn't show up.
How dare she do? You know?
Yo.
And then had the nerve to block me when I asked.
What?
How dare you?
How dare she?
Yo,
Made
what
me
the
send her
fuck,
$30 more
man?
to question why she ain't there.
Wait, what? Wait, so
Damn, bro.
Yo,
now you,
It's my life, man.
That's
It's my
funny.
life.
now
It's
you
my
down
life.
$60.
You ain't my account either.
$60? Oh, I meant allegedly.
Why y'all out here telling my business? This is.
You said it first.
Y'all said this was a fucking safe space. That's what you told me when I came. But hey, y'all got me all the way down here to do this.
Listen, man. You just.
Fuck.
Yo, how did we go from nudes and profile to this nigga say you pay me to show up?
You don't walked into that shit. He was like, yeah, no.
Hey, man, they gonna flake anyway. You paying niggas still gonna flake anyway.
They gonna leave you oiled up.
Yes. Or just grease.
Hot already?
Jeez.
Fuck, man. Yo, it's not even 10 minutes in. Already in tears. Yo. Yeah, in case y'all don't know. Like, Tommy don't give a fuck, bro. This nigga pays these hoes, whatever the fuck. He don't give a shit. Just suck my dick, bitch. That's
Yes.
this nigga don't care.
Listen, everything got a price. I'm just willing to pay some things. If I pay a nigga to cut my grass, I pay a bitch to lick my ass. I mean, I was on somebody's show the other day. Have you ever heard of this thing called? She said, "Are you one of those rim guys?" What the fuck is that?
Rim?
You heard it. I didn't know what it was. Well, I didn't know what I thought. I say this. We were on the wrong page. Sir, is this not a fucking safe space?
Yeah, it is. Go ahead, brother.
I'm not laughing. There's just something in my eye.
Anyway, she asked me if I was one of those rim brothers, and I said, I like having my ass licked.
Whoa.
She said, that's not what I mean. I said, well, then we're done.
What's a rim, bro?
I don't know. It's supposed to be like Passport Bro adjacent, or like.
Oh. I've never heard
what
that.
they fucking call them, but it's somebody in the comment section. They'll probably tell you. But I don't know what. I was like, I've never heard of that shit.
Yeah.
And
I thought it'd be like short for rim job or some shit like that.
That's what I was thinking because I was prepared. And
He's prepared.
I ain't the only one like to get their ass slick. Look, come on now, fresh.
Hey, man.
Don't you say
Nigga, hell no.
all dark skinned niggas like this.
No, I'm not. This nigga, bro. Oh my God. What's going on right now?
Who needs wipes when this bitch is here?
Yeah.
This can't be real life. This can't be real life, bro. No way.
Welcome
money I
to Fresh
saved
Offended
on
Tommy
wipes.
Sotomayor. Welcome, faggots. Y'all about to hear some fire right now. I got my watermelon monster here just for this guy because he's here in town.
Oh, that's the I used to drink the watermelon one.
I make sure to always drink this shit when you're in town.
Well, see, it's because watermelon, so it's for blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You ever had the chicken flavor one?
Wait, what?
You what?
We got a white guy in the back laughing his ass off.
He said, yeah, they got that one.
Bro, what kind of corner stove?
So you're on Fox News recently. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I'm a contributor to Fox News. I'm on that once every 2 weeks.
Nice.
And with Jesse Waters.
Okay.
You have to go and watch. I'm pretty fucking funny on there, and I don't cuss. I don't say anything out of line. But they never tell me you can and can't say this. They have never even said to me.
Really?
Swear to God, they have never set me down and said, you know what, don't pull your dick out. Because usually you have to tell me that first. Y'all told me when I came in.
Yeah.
It still might happen, but I'm just saying, y'all just gave me a warning.
What?
You what?
Wait.
Yeah,
God.
it's going to happen.
Oh, wait. Oh,
You just have to, like Puffy, you just got to let it happen.
Oh my God.
You want this record deal, don't you? Take that.
Take that. Take that.
Yeah, now it has a whole new meaning.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But they've never told me once, even before we do the show, they've never said, you can't say this, don't do this. And it's amazing how it works. I think I've been doing it since
For a few months now, right?
January.
Yeah.
I've been doing it since
So
January.
every 2 weeks you go on there on Fox News, and do you give your commentary on political issues, racial issues, on everything?
Political issues, racial issues. It's kind of turned into like my segment is more like a like I guess it ends up being satire because as you see, I speak that way.
Yeah.
It's the most calm way to speak before you get into saying something that's gonna really piss somebody off.
For sure.
You got to make them laugh. It's kind of like what you do to a virgin. You slap in the face first. But
You what?
you don't do that. You're supposed to punch them. So they don't. So they'll concentrate on the thing.
Punch!
Yeah, they didn't learn this in school.
No.
You don't guys kiss him first or something?
No, you see, it's gonna hurt. So if you punch them, they can concentrate on the. Oh, you hit me. Oh, yeah, it's in. So they forget it. And it's like, you know what you do to kids when they get a shot?
Yeah.
When you kids, you turn, you make them think about something else before you jab them.
Yeah.
Y'all,
That's the old school.
Yes.
method. Yeah, that's old school.
Did you at least have R&B music in the
oh
background?
no, they don't even do that. These hood rats don't play R&B
Oh,
music.
shit. This is the hood, ain't it?
No, they be playing Future when they be fucking. Oh shit! You didn't see how weird that shit is?
That's
They
true, they
turn
do.
you
Yeah.
off.
Type shit.
Yeah.
The hardest music they could possibly find to have sex is crazy. But they really allow me to give me leeway to talk about politics in the way that I see them.
Yeah.
And I get to talk about a lot of stuff, like with that Jasmine Crockett chick. I don't know if y'all saw what happened when she called a girl the bleach, blonde, bad built. Yeah. Hey, this bitch is on the floor of the house talking like this.
Oh yeah. There's a clip going around.
Yeah, and all of the black chicks was loving that. And I was talking about, number one, if you pull up any pictures of her, she built like SpongeBob SquarePants. So why would you say somebody's bad built when you look like you from Bikini Bottom? One. Two, she got a head full of somebody else's hair on her head. They can never wear their own hair. But they got an excuse for why they wearing somebody else's hair. But don't let a white bitch get cornrows. She's cultural appropriating.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing with that big blonde wig on?
Or braids.
Yeah, they're like, okay. So I said they push the sassy black woman, the out-of-line black woman. And I pointed out to them, if you look at all
You said this on Fox News.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
If
Okay.
you look at all of her old clips, she doesn't talk like that. But they know that in order to get the black woman and the black vote, the more ratchet you act, because remember, the Democrats are the only party that's presenting the most ratchet bitches as a reason why you should vote for them.
True.
They had Glorilla,
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red.
Yep.
What's the Meg Thee Stallion
Meg Stallion.
and Cardi B. They have the most ratchet bitches, and they put them out there for black women to identify with. Now, why is it that black women don't stop and say, wait a minute, why do you keep saying that the most ratchet behavior identifies with us? Even the non-black, so-called black vice president, remember what she said? I used to smoke weed and listen to Biggie and Tupac back in 1985. Well, no, you didn't, bitch. First off, Biggie was 6 in 85. You was wrong on that. Second off, though, why did you have to tell people you related to them by smoking weed? Why couldn't you be doing something of substance? Well, if you look at it, that's what black women identify. Black women identify with the
Degenerative
I
shit.
get you told, who gonna check me, boo. All of this type of attitude. And now it's incentivized by you'll become did this girl, after she called her bad built bleach body, whatever it is, she started selling shirts the next day with the saying on it. This is a senator.
Wow.
And this type of behavior is, they're happy about it. Like, hell, I'd love to be able to talk with y'all about Caitlin Clark and the WNBA, because that shit pisses me off.
Yeah,
what they're doing.
Good.
Okay.
For those that are unaware, if you could just bring them up to speed on who she is and what's going on with that.
Yeah, you might not be up to fish smelling dykes who try to shoot basketball, but that's what they are. They just run around shooting layups all damn day and then coming home smelling like Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I know.
Brittany?
Brittany Griner sound like a whole nigga, boy.
Yeah.
He literally.
I'm just at the club and shit, you know, because I'm on my period. What?
We traded her for a fucking
War criminal.
merchant of death.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. Victor Bout.
But doesn't that tell you how they feel about black women?
Yeah.
That the country will sit up there and just give us this bitch.
That was a political chess move by Biden to secure more black votes.
vote.
Yep. That was 100%. Because if you look on paper, that was one of the dumbest trades I've ever seen in my life. For those that are unaware, I did a Fed Reacts episode on this. We basically, Griner goes to Russia, gets arrested for having like weed or like some hash or some
pen,
shit
Yeah.
like in her pen. She's in jail for like, what, 9-8 months, almost a year. So we had a guy in custody who was a Russian named Victor Bout, who was convicted for selling arms to a bunch of different war-torn countries all over Africa. This dude was responsible for like millions of fucking deaths and wars all over Africa and the destabilization. He was selling them weapons at a low price, etc. He basically took surplus weaponry from the Soviet Union and sold it at a discount. Made a bunch of money. He ends up getting caught in Thailand by the DEA. He gets arrested. I don't know why the DEA did that case. That was weird. But regardless, the point is that he does a bunch of federal time, and we traded him for Brittany Griner to get her back.
A chick who
WNBA
said
player.
she hated
Yep.
America,
Wow.
Yep.
who would not stand for the national anthem.
Yep.
That shit.
Yep. And we traded a
Being
merchant
fair,
of death for her.
Nobody watches WNBA anyway.
Yeah, but that's just it.
Yeah.
So she didn't even have that type of clout politically or personally or stature-wise in the United States, and they still did it for a guy that was a murderer.
You want to know something interesting? I bet you if Brittany Griner was a white woman, they wouldn't have gave a shit.
Oh no.
I don't think they would have pushed as hard as they did to get her out of there.
Yeah, because they would have been able to have a logical discussion of why this is not a good trade.
Yeah.
But didn't matter. And that's probably the worst trade since Rudy Gobert got sent to the Timberwolves. But we'll move past that. It's
Okay.
a bad trade. They gave up 5 number 1 picks for that motherfucker.
Yo.
The defensive player of the year, and he out there looking like he on skates and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, he got cooked.
This son of a bitch, tall and worthless.
He got cooked the entire playoffs.
How the best game they played was when he was going to check on his baby mama. Tell me I'm lying. The game he missed against Denver was the best game they played. I'm sorry, not let me get into that shit because I lost some money. I lost money on that, lost money on hoes on X. This is a bad week. But let's
Caitlin
talk.
Clark?
He was right though.
Yeah, let me tell you about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has brought so many eyes to women's basketball that it's amazing. A dude named Acho, I forgot his first name, is something Acho.
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He showed how in 5 days before the draft, she made the WNBA more money than they would have made in the next 5 years without her.
That's a big deal because everybody knows that the WNBA is not profitable every single year.
It has never made a profit since its inception.
Yeah.
This will be the first year. She sells out,
Oh, they're actually going to become profitable now. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
and it's literally because of her.
Okay.
Now imagine you bringing all this. This is the first year that they don't. Most of the time, if you just look and see a bunch of tall, stinking bitches when you get ready to get on the Southwest Airlines, it's a WNBA team. And I'm not lying. These bitches are flying with you on Southwest. That was the team. But look it up. I'm not lying. They were. Now, because she's there, they have private jets finally. First year.
Wow.
So they don't have to fly with other motherfuckers trying to get the best deal on Priceline.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Hey,
I
that
didn't know that.
was deep. Priceline.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Go to your happy Priceline.
Goddamn.
Sorry. No. Go ahead. Finish it and I'll segue to the next
Okay,
thing.
but so
Yeah.
he showed how much money she's brought them. And yet black chicks are really pissed off. No one would watch if she wasn't white. They actually had a woman named Sonny Hoshton, who was on The View. She said that the Caitlin Clark effect is because she's white and pretty. Caitlin Clark looked like a nigga I sold meth with. That is not an attractive woman. She's not. She looked like any rock band's lead guitar. Damn. She looked like him. You pull up any picture of this bitch. She's not cute.
Bills, could you pull her real quick?
Pull up a picture of Caitlin Clark. She is not cute. She's a very handsome sir. That's what she is. She's handsome. Now, that being said, they don't care because they're going to keep saying she's white, and they don't want her around because she shouldn't be getting that attention. But did they say that shit about Serena Williams when they were getting attention specifically?
You're right. In tennis, no. Yeah.
Nope. Did they say that about Tiger Woods?
Nope.
You're right.
Imagine if white folks had said that about Tiger Woods.
Let's go, Tommy.
Upset
Yep.
that he's bringing them eyes they never had.
All facts, yeah.
But they're upset that Caitlin Clark is bringing them eyes that they never had. And they're saying that it's only because she's white, not because this bitch can shoot jumpers from 75 feet away.
Yeah.
Again.
This is a girl that competed against Steph Curry, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I know who she is now.
Now,
I know who she is now.
If I was Caitlin Clark, I would take my talents to Saudi Arabia, where I can make some real fucking money and not be talked shit like I am in the United States by the people I'm helping. Black women are so fucking ungrateful that instead of saying this is great that this girl has got eyes on a sport that nobody else want to watch, they're making it about race every day.
Yeah, of course.
And if you watch the games, the other players are trying to hurt her.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just insane. And she says nothing. She doesn't say anything. Meanwhile, the one they call the ghetto Barbie or whatever her name is, that Angel Reese, she's like 6'4", and all she does is shoot layups. And black girls love this chick, but her games don't sell out. And it's one thing that I notice about black chicks. What they say is different than what they do.
Yeah,
That's why they call themselves queens and then go around and twerk and suck dick on X. It's the same chick who's saying the same thing. They say they love Angel Reese, but they don't buy her shoes, they don't buy her shirts, and they don't go to her games.
True.
Which if they really wanted to show that the black girl was just important as the white girl, if they just went en masse and showed the support, Caitlin would not be the figure she was. It would be Angel Reese. But they want white people to do all the heavy lifting for them. And that's the problem in the United States, because we let women in the black community lead and everybody uses them, from the Democrats to the pro-black punks like Tyreek Nasheed. Everybody uses them because they know they're so stupid. All you got to do is tell them they're pretty. They don't have to be pretty.
Yeah.
Just tell them. That's all they want to hear.
No, you're right, man. I mean, I've talked about this too, like the crazy double standard where, you know, you can be openly racist and hostile as a black person and no one checks you on it. But if you say anything, but if anyone is critical of the black community, they immediately say you're a coon, whatever it may be. And let's be honest, do white people criticize them? No, because they don't want to be called racist. So if other black people like myself, you say, well, this is some fucked up shit that we got going on, we need to do better. Oh, you were just a coon. You a fucking what slave nigga, whatever the fuck.
You remember they called us now. That's why I made the joke earlier. We're tethers. You're not black. Because you're not American.
Yeah.
That's a new way they've learned to divide the black voice. So as long as you say something that holds them accountable, because we're not saying anything where we're like, oh, that's just fucked up. No, it's holding you accountable.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be held accountable. And it's led with the women. Because if we were doing a show right now, talking about these black men need to get their shit together, these black men need to treat these women better, these black men need to take care of their kids, we'd never get canceled, we'd never get flagged, we'd be the #1 niggas out there. You know who we'd be? Derek Jackson.
Yeah, I was about to say. Let's fuck it up. Derek Jackson. Because he literally, bro.
Actually, he's back, by the way.
Yeah.
Back making content.
Yeah, he is back making content. But yeah, like we would literally be him because that dude made a bag off of that whole narrative.
Yeah, but tell them what they want to hear. And it's funny, if we got pulled over, me, you, Myron, by the cops, we're all getting arrested. Just for being...
Yeah, they don't give a fuck if I'm Sudanese or you're from Barbados or you're Panamanian.
They don't give a fuck. They're going to be like,
wait, you know the Family Guy when they look at the color chart? Oh, you match this. Yeah, all y'all niggas going to jail.
Literally, bro.
They look at the color chart. Oh, nigga, okay, boom. Like, we don't give a fuck where you're from.
I mean, to be fair, I'll be in the fields.
No, it's true. That is untrue.
No?
We wouldn't be in the fields. we'd be so far in the fields that when we ran away, it'd take a week for them to realize we left. That's how far back we'd be in the field.
damn.
We just wait tonight and get a 12-hour head start. They'd never find us.
Especially at nighttime.
Yes.
So let me ask you about this, Tommy. Obviously, right? I'm transitioning over from women's sports, which are useless. The Diddy situation, right? You've been around a while. You've been in the show business for a while. For a lot of these young people, because a lot of these Gen Z people don't even know who Diddy is, to be honest with you. He had the only way you're gonna know who Diddy is or really understand who he is or his music or anything is if you're born in the 90s or earlier. Because I don't think he was really relevant in the 2010s or anything else like that. Early 2000s, 90s was his peak.
Yeah.
As you know, he's facing a bunch of lawsuits. The feds raided his house, and I don't know if you guys know, 2 days ago, they started gathering people for the grand jury. So basically, the feds brought all those people that launched lawsuits against him. They brought him into a federal grand jury, and a grand jury is basically a peer of people sitting there, and these people are testifying to give evidence. And that tells me that a criminal prosecution is coming very soon.
Can they do that? Is it not past
100%.
the statute of limitations like Garcetti's son
Good
said?
question. So I tweeted about this, but this is what I think the feds are going to do. This is what they did with R. Kelly, too.
Yep.
Because with the R. Kelly case, they were catching people from the 90s and early 2000s, even the late 80s, etc. The way they were able to get around it and not have to deal with the statute of limitations is they charged them with RICO. So if you charge someone with RICO, Racketeer Influence Corrupt Organization Act, which was created in 1970s to go after the mafia, if you can prove that it's a continuing criminal enterprise, they don't have to necessarily worry about the statute of limitations because they're saying, oh, you've been committing these crimes since then, they're continuing, so now all of it comes in under the RICO Act. That's how they got R. Kelly. And that's what I predict they're going to, because the same prosecutors that are going after Diddy right now were some of the same prosecutors that went after R. Kelly.
Wow.
So they're basically going to do it as a RICO. That RICO allows them to bring everything in. They're going to hit him with the conspiracy and then the main charge, which is the trafficking of, victims interstate. Because that's what also fucked them up. So I predict that's what's going to happen. And what tells me they're going to do that is they convened a grand jury to hear witness testimony from the people that launched the lawsuits from a criminal perspective. So I predict there's going to be an indictment probably earliest, this summer, latest, late 2024, early 2025.
Because I was wondering, after all these accusations, he's not in jail still. He's still out and about at his house chilling.
The feds convened a grand jury
but
for
I
him,
guess
bro.
after that, I don't know.
Literally 2 days ago, the feds convened a grand jury for the witnesses to come in and testify. So Cassie, that dude that made the allegation, they brought all those niggas in to testify.
Shit, I know some girls are going to his house yesterday.
Oh, no.
I'm dead ass. I'm like, you going to Diddy's house?
They still going.
I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga still living life.
That's why hoes is hoes, and you should never trust what they say. If it's some money to be had, they going.
She was like, oh, my friend said I shouldn't go there.
That's crazy.
What's
You're
going
sleeping on
on?
parties.
I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't go there. Like, you don't know what's going on there. Oh, I'm going with his sons. I'm like, that's weird, bro. That's weird.
It's like, what the fuck I look like letting my kids go stay with Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ow! Mike called and said he want the kids to come through and stay for the weekend. I let him go. You didn't see none of that shit on the news? He said he wouldn't do it to mine, though.
Damn.
So that's the overall thing with the Diddy case from a legal perspective. But did you? Because the thing that kind of alarmed me with this whole Diddy situation is when it came out, not one person's publicly defended him. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's a big red flag.
Stevie J
did.
Stevie J. Who's Stevie J?
That's what
It's one of the hitmen,
Right-hand
the people,
man.
the track masters, the people
Yeah.
who made his beats.
Yeah,
he
Stevie
was
J.
one of the main ones. Stevie J made a lot of money. A lot of track
I'm not gonna lie.
masters made
After
money.
that video dropped with him and Cassie, nobody commented after that.
He's
Yeah.
responsible behind a lot of Notorious B.I.G. songs.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, that's an incentive for him to do it because he
Yeah.
was like
That's-
under Bad Boy.
yeah.
But that makes sense. But I haven't seen anyone that's
outside.
Yeah,
circle.
I haven't seen any of his friends, like a Fat Joe or a Khaled or any of these people that were with him in the early.
They've been following this man.
Yeah, I don't see any of these dudes saying a word.
Meek Mill unfollowed.
How you
Diddy.
slick unfollow? And
Yeah.
Meek can't unfollow nobody with his bunny hopping ass.
Yeah.
Once you got caught on video hopping around for them
For
Jews
the white man?
Yeah.
I'm
It
telling
wasn't
you,
just
bro.
a regular white man. Oh, it was a Jewish white man.
It was one of them
It
boys
was one
for
of them
sure.
Rubens.
It was one of them boys.
Yeah, he was talking about something, and then his explanation made it worse. You ever seen somebody, something bad happen, we laugh, but we gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Nigga want to explain his shit, make it worse.
He lost a game of tennis or something, right?
Yeah, he said, oh, because in jail we would do that. What? What jail you been to where they did that?
Oh, the
I ain't never been to
humanity.
jail where they sit up there and did that. That's what they gonna get you that night. They let you do that. You don't do that. What you talking about?
Like, you look
But-
suspect.
Yeah, that was his explanation. That's like saying, oh, no, I ain't gay because when he came, I stopped sucking his dick.
Oh yeah.
You what?
Yeah, it's gay.
He know what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. Yo, when they play Meat Mill in the club now, I'm like, damn, bro.
No, we can't play that. No, no.
Yeah, it's not
So-
the same.
It don't hit the same.
So what are your thoughts on it, man? Like
Okay.
with the overall on the whole Diddy situation. Do you think he did it? What's your thoughts? I mean, you've been around for a bit. Has there been rumors of this since forever? Like,
Okay, let's tell you.
Did he or did he not do it?
Did he do it? Yeah, let me tell you something. Everybody know, and Puffy used to hate when I would tell this story. I met him in
Oh, shit.
2013.
Wait, alone?
No.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not going to let you do that to me.
Okay, good.
You got people here watching.
Gotta clarify.
I met him, and everybody know the story because I was. It was when I was at my height. I was like huge. So I was in on Hollywood Boulevard, and I'm walking, and I was filming the people, and they were reacting to me and shit like that. And then this like a stretch limo pulls over, and he comes out the pop. He talk. You Tommy Sotomayor? I said, yeah, it's Puffy, and he was with King Los. You ever heard of King Los?
Actually, he's with him right now.
who's King Los?
The rapper.
A rapper. Actually, it's funny. They got recorded. Some guy was walking in his neighborhood. They saw King Los and Diddy walking to their house.
You have to be like
Together.
a super hardcore,
Yeah,
like
to know who
lyrical
he is.
fan.
He
know
hell,
King
he
Los.
can rap.
Okay, so he's one of Diddy's bad boy artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they was like, what you doing out here? I'm out here. I was just messing around. I just came out. He
So
said,
they started to say what up to you.
yeah, and then invited
Oh,
me to
shit.
the video. Probably still on YouTube.
Oh shit.
I go to the studio with them to listen to some of King Lo's tracks. So that night, so I'm there, and I'm used to Georgia weed, but Cali weed is different.
Yeah.
It's just as different. So I'm smoking it like it's Georgia weed.
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same. So I had my cameraman with me. There was a young guy named Tommy. At the time, he was like 21. So he was just starstruck. You see all these niggas in here
Yeah.
and all these bitches. It was gang.
Was there anyone else from? Oh, so there was so at the studio it was Diddy, King Los, a bunch of bitches.
And some niggas.
You.
And some niggas and mixed with people.
Okay.
Man. So he recording the whole thing.
Yeah.
They asking me to freestyle. I'm freestyling, but I'm getting higher and higher.
Yep.
And so finally, I don't know, have you ever smoked? You get stuck.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like you so high you can't move. Well, I did notice something though before I got too stuck, that the bitches kept dwindling, and all that was left was niggas.
I know where this is going.
Oh shit.
I'm already high now, so my anal sense is tingling. It says, "Look out, we are in trouble."
Yeah.
So my ass was telling me, you should leave, but my body was like, well, we stuck.
My body's telling me no, but my asshole is telling me yeah. Get me out of here now. Just saying.
So I didn't tell. So I picked up my phone because that's all I could do. I picked up my phone. I text my homeboy Tommy. I said, "We need to go." He said, "Why, man?" I text you, nigga. Text me back.
Was there anything like that was going on that made you? Because obviously, like I had no clue about this like homosexual stuff that he was involved in. Like, is there anything that occurred? Because in 2013, no one knew this.
That's
any
what
of
I'm
this
saying.
shit.
This is the part of the story he hated that I told because I made it. It's what didn't feel right.
Okay.
When I finally told him, I said, you know, we gotta go. He said, why? First off, when men say they gotta go, men ain't supposed to try to stop them from leaving.
Yes, look, all right, brother. I'll see you later.
Yeah, all right, then.
Yeah,
nigga.
peace. All right, bro.
If I told y'all, hey man, my kid just called, I gotta go, y'all be like, no.
Yeah.
Hey, let me leave, nigga.
Yeah,
Shit. So he was like, no.
bet
I
you
said,
won't
but
do
my
it.
car is parked down there on the road, and they gonna tow it. No. Get one of my fellas down there and get the car and bring it right up here. I own the parking lot.
I bet you won't do it.
So I said, well, that didn't work.
What did it like? Anything happen in the studio that like made you say I gotta get out of
It
here?
was
that
too
you
many
noticed?
niggas.
That's okay. That's what you didn't like.
It was
Okay.
just a gang of niggas. Now again, it could have been fun, but where did the bitches go?
Yeah.
Were they a mirage?
Yeah.
I didn't know how they just left, and they didn't leave like through a door. It's like, you know that scene in Life where them niggas just kept disappearing? That's what they did.
Yeah.
The bitches was just,
Magic trick.
yeah, so I was like, they gone. And so the next thing I said, well, we got to get up early in the morning. And niggas said, oh, y'all can stay here and spend the night. Don't offer me to spend the night. I know you like that.
You just met him.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
You gotta take me to dinner or something first.
Wait, what?
You what?
What?
Yo.
I bet you won't do it.
So after that, we left, and he had been telling me every time I tell the story, he's like, man, I'm telling the story make me look like I was trying you. But I also knew one of his artists named Loon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Me and Loon used to,
Converted to Islam, got hit with a drug trafficking charge, all that, I remember.
me and Loon used to hang out in Atlanta
Oh.
Shit.
until me was hanging out one night. We was getting ready to go to this club called Opera, and he was like, all we gotta do is go. He said, I'm gonna go get some weed and something else. I said, okay. And then he got ready to say something to me. And I don't know. Maybe I'm homophobic. I'm not really sure. But he put his hands on my leg
Wait, what?
as he spoke. I never spoke to this nigga again. So it was the second time.
Was this
Like, I
before
never
the
went- Yeah, it was before. That
before
was-
he converted to Islam?
Yeah, this was 2007.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, he put his hand on your leg?
Right here. But it was, I was sitting in the car and he was in the driver's seat and he did like this and it was talking.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
And then y'all don't understand how that shit make you feel, cause you were like a bitch. Like, did I give him vibes?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Do I owe this nigga some ass now? Like, what? Where does this go?
Hey, yo.
I'm in his car. It's got the child-proof locks on. I can't get out.
So you knew Loon before you ever met Diddy?
Yeah, I didn't like when Puffy rolled up. That shit was amazing to me, and he did it while I was live on fucking YouTube. So I was like the nigga for this. And so
Wow.
but I guess it just that didn't feel right. So when I would tell the story, they would say, don't tell it like that. And then now I'm looking back at it when a nigga
It
done
all
came
makes
out and
sense
said,
now.
this is. But let me tell you something. This is how they can get you. I told them the first time when I went out to L.A., I got invited to a party, and I swear at this party, there was bowl of cocaine when you walk in, bowl of it.
What?
Walk in it, and niggas was kissing each other. This was a regular party.
Who threw it?
The nigga invited me. That was I forgot his name, but he saw me and he was like, "Oh, I want you to come through the party." I don't know who was throwing the party. I just went there.
You
But
just
that's how
went.
they fucking get you.
Got you. Was
You
there
just
like a lot of celebs there?
Yeah, you just show your bitch ass up, and then they get you because if you're there, if you're nobody, you're trying to be somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's one of the easiest ways to fucking get you because people just say, and here's how they will smooth you into it. Well, everybody do this. This is how you think they got there. And if a nigga that's made it is telling you this, so the best way is to stay away from shit like that. So I just avoid that shit.
Yeah.
I come and do the show. I come and do whatever, like everywhere I am. Y'all see how I work. I come do the show. I get the fuck on about my business. Everything is all right. You don't see me going around hanging for all these years. You ain't see me just with niggas.
Yeah.
I don't do it because people are so thirsty to be somebody or to be a part of something. That's how they get you. They will always get you if you're trying to be a part of something because most people are quiet when they should be loud.
That leads me to my. Is that why you have always kind of done your own thing and never signed to a radio station or never done any of that shit? Despite because you've always been independent. You've never worked. You were one of the first guys to be on your own platform, be on YouTube, making your own shit, running your own type of content. Because prior to a lot of guys don't know this, prior to 2013, really. There was no real YouTube like that. So before the advent of social media and it becoming huge, if you weren't on a record label, if you weren't on a talk show station, if you weren't an actor, no one knew who you were.
Nope.
There was no way to become famous without being involved in some type of established entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what kept you away from, you went to one of these parties I'm not going to do this shit, I'm going to just be independent, figure this shit out on my own with social media?
Well, yeah, sort of. I had worked for Rush Limbaugh a little bit. Rest in peace. And I saw how he did it. And I said, well, I want to do it that way, but do it independently because here's the thing. And people who watch me know I'm telling the truth when I say this. I said it when I first started. I got 6 contract offers from Sirius Satellite, 6 of them. Turned all of them down.
Okay.
Because what'll happen is if you work for someone, and especially with all of these things that are happening, if you get fired, you're now the guy that got fired. You see what happened to Bill O'Reilly. If you're on something and you get fired, then it's hard to go independent and be your own thing because you're the guy that got fired. And you're beholden to whatever the wind blows, however the wind blows.
Yeah.
We used to be able to say, You can slap a bitch and joke about this shit and all that stuff. Well, now you can't, and they will pull up when you said it, and you'll get fired because of something you said years ago.
Yeah.
And if you're the guy who gets fired, they can always look at you as, oh, well, you can't be hired. But if you own your own shit, you're never falling below where you are.
Especially
You're
back
always
then, because let's use Tucker Carlson as an example.
Yeah.
Let's assume Fox fired him, but social media wasn't around.
That's right.
He would have never been able to blow up the way that he did, because he would have had to rely on another organization
To pick him
to
up
hire
again.
him.
Yeah.
But
And they
thankfully,
wouldn't have.
he already had a platform on X. He already had people that fuck with him, so he was able to go independent and actually thrive. But 2013, that wasn't a thing. You get fired from a station, you pretty much blacklisted yourself from everywhere else.
And even look how it still works, even though they have social media to go to. What is that damn guy? He used to work for CNN and he got fired.
Kumo?
The fat guy looked like a fucking owl. The black guy.
Jason Whitlock?
That's not him. He the political guy. They'll say it in a minute.
Yeah, they'll probably say it in the chat.
The political guy. He
Candace
got
Owens,
fired.
same thing. She's blown up from it.
Well, if you look at a lot of them, they still never really get back to where they were.
Roland
Look
Martin?
at Don Lemon.
It's not the same.
There you go, Roland Martin. Roland Martin.
Okay.
No, Don Lemon. He's trying. It's not working because they always look at you as the guy that got fired. And that is the worst thing to be. It's like being the guy that got beat up. If you're the guy that got beat up, no matter what it is you do, they still got that tape.
Especially if you're a liberal. If you're a Republican or you're more conservative, you can always say they're too woke. They fired me. Pussies, right?
Yeah, if you're a liberal, you lose your job.
That's a problem. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Candace and Tucker worked in their favor because they're always able to say they don't want to hear the truth. You know what I mean? They're trying to silence me, right? So it works out for them. But if you're like a liberal creator, you get fired, like Kumo, right? Mm-hmm. Valuetainment got a lot of heat for bringing him on. Why? He's liberal. He's a he was pushing the vaccine, he was pushing all that bullshit. So, but if you're a conservative, they're proud of Candace. Oh, you spoke about, Israeli Jewish power. Yes, finally someone says it with a platform.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's just always been my thought about it is you never want to be fired. You can excuse why you didn't sleep with the girl if you didn't ask her for no pussy. But if everybody saw her say, nigga, you lame, where do you go the rest of the night at the club?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good analogy.
Tommy, how did you survive being independent? Because obviously they might have been very well laid out contracts or paying well. How did you survive? I'm just curious, like that whole period of time up until now.
I sell a lot of crack.
We're actually going to talk about this on Monday morning. We're going to talk about, guys, just spoiler alert, on Monday we're going to have a Money Monday with Tommy about how to independently build up your podcast despite being canceled, etc. It's going to be a really good episode. We're going to have a Zoom call after that one as well. Yes. So make sure you guys tune in. He's going to talk about, like, from more of the business aspect, how to stay relevant when you've been fucking canceled.
Some of you want to be a creator in this space, and trust me when they say it, it's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that you don't know about. So
it's very difficult though. It's a hard thing to do because I tell all of y'all if y'all want to do anything, but we won't want to get in deep into it because we do it Monday.
Yeah.
No matter what it is you do, you better be saving for a rainy day. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you got a 9-to-5 job. I don't care what it is. You better be saving for when shit goes left, because shit goes left. And I love the shows that y'all do when y'all are telling these brothers how to invest. Those are some of the best shows that I've seen y'all do because people don't do those, and it should be because there's a lot of brothers out there that's like me getting their money taken on X by these hoes, but they could have taken that $30 and put it somewhere. And one of my favorite lines was Nas when he said, "In life's a bitch." He said that buck that bought a bottle could have struck the lotto. And he was saying that $1 I spent on this alcohol, which I knew what it was going to do, I was going to piss it off. Yep. What if I had invested that in something that could have been something else?
Yeah. Wow. So just to finish off with the Diddy thing. So at that point, again, it's hard to go back 11 years and think in retrospect. Did you think to yourself, like, this motherfucker's on some bullshit, and one day he will probably be held accountable for this? Did you think that back then, or were you just like, this some weird old time?
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I didn't think it was. Listen, you never think that, and maybe I'm starstruck too, but you always think like, Kevin Spacey don't suck dick. He's Kaiser Sose. Yeah. You don't think these things.
That's like a hero.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
Who's wearing
Say what you want about Diddy. He's going to go down as a legend no matter what, from a music standpoint.
But that's what I hate about today's world. we are saying that somebody said or did something. Now we're taking away everything that person ever did. And we never did that. In history, we would usually hide what a motherfucker did. They didn't say what Elvis did. He still was Elvis. It didn't matter what the fuck he did. Yeah. If you did enough something, yeah, we might not like you anymore because we found out you did that. But that didn't stop you from being who the fuck you were.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, and these people have now said retroactively these people don't matter. So when it comes to Puffy, I didn't think it was... I thought the nigga had something to do with, which is odd. I always thought he had something to do with Biggie and Pac being killed.
Okay.
So why I ran my black ass up in the studio with him, starstruck.
Yeah.
It's like, cause I was like, I used to always sit there and say, this nigga had something to do with that shit. I believe he did, and I would never work for Bad Boy. But if he was handing out contracts that night, I'd have did it. Cause I like money.
Yeah.
And it's you. I think you forget a lot because you idolize things or what people have. This nigga pulled up in a big ass stretch limo, stood out the top of it like a real nigga. I'm like, this is some real shit.
It's funny because after hanging with celebrities, even myself, it's like you see something on camera or on, for example, social media, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. But you're actually there in the background. It's a lot of drugs, a lot of things that you don't see on camera, and it's like, wow, this is not for me. But anyone's getting it from outside is like, oh my God, I want to be famous, I want to be a celebrity. But they don't know what it takes to even be in that room, to stay in that room.
But how did you say, this ain't for me? Because there's some people who went on there and said, fuck it, I want to stay on the boat.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just to like network. I'm not drinking alcohol, taking drugs. I'm like, okay, this is cool and all, but hey, y'all niggas are not on the type of time to talk to me regularly. I'm out. Because there's no point me being there. Granted, though, the after party, nigga, I'm not going there. Because I know what it is. But again, like anyone that wants to be famous, oh, you know what? I'll do it because this is my chance to hit it big. And they'll say, oh, you know what? Just do this here a little quick. Oh, he's doing it too. Don't worry. Just come over here.
See?
And it's funny. They always offer drugs on site. Whatever you want. 2C, Coke, you name it. It's all there for you to take. And it's free.
Weirdos.
But mind you, there's cameras everywhere. Yeah. So that's what they get you. Because remember,
you do anything suspect, you're on camera.
And then they got your ass like that. Yeah. That's why I was left, bro. I was left. I won't say whose house they went to, but like I left right away.
Yeah. Shit.
So he know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like it is a real fucking thing. Like I said, they get you immediately.
Don Lucer talked about it too.
Yeah.
And it's ugly, and like that's something y'all should talk about, to be able to say, how do you keep your integrity? Because in all that we do, integrity is something that we watch people lose. You were talking about before we got on, Leo, motherfucker. You said when these people get to be big podcasts, they become podcasters, they become an asshole.
Yeah.
Like you weren't like this before. Now you've gotten to this size and we dealing with each other differently now?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? How did that change you? And what sucks is you'll have a conversation with that person while y'all still small, and they'll say things like, yeah, that'll never be me, man, if I ever get that. Kanye West, what did he say in his song? As soon as you get some money, go and find you a white girl.
Yep.
What did he end up doing?
Same thing.
The same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, he dissed NWA. You living with the whites. What was it? One big house, not another nigga in sight. He still live in the hood. Well, he moved the fuck out.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's like we will criticize people who have something that we don't. Mm-hmm. And then when we get it, we'll become exactly what the fuck we claim we would never be.
Yep.
I have a question for the panel.
Yeah.
If you're in a forest, it's just you. You have two encounters. Diddy or a bear? Which one are you taking?
I'll go with the bear, man.
You take the bear? You what? You get a Diddy or the bear?
That is a complete lie. I hate that shit. They're talking about a bear or a man.
No,
I ain't never seen a bitch leave a club with a bear. I ain't never seen a bitch. That gets stupid. They're lying. They always every time they say they pick a bear, I would love to see a bitch put a bear on child support. I want to see when I see a bear in child support court, then I believe these bitches picked him.
Oh man.
Myron's
so
the biggest
transitioning
troll
over.
of them all, bro.
Next thing I wanted to talk to you about was what are your thoughts on what's going on in Gaza, October 7th, etc. You've been pretty critical of Israel for a very long time. Hell, I remember, you crazy for this, by the way. This nigga streamed Europa on his Rumble channel. So for some of you guys that are unaware, the Europa documentary, it's like an 8-part, 8-hour plus long documentary that talks about a bunch of things. But what are your thoughts on that overall situation with October 7th, Israeli power, whatever the fuck it is?
Well, first off, when I broadcast that video, I realized I was not a very smart man. But I know what love is. I said, Jenny.
I love you. Why don't you love me?
Jenny.
Shrimp potato, shrimp burger, shrimp scampi, shrimp barbecue.
Yeah,
Shrimp.
Myron don't know where we're going with this.
I know. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump.
Of course. Yeah.
But
My bad.
I mean, you and I were talking, you, me, and Sneeko, and you guys were putting me up on game on that because I still don't understand, or maybe I'm being naive, America's, what would be the word? Like they can't get away. They have to support Israel. What the fuck is that about? What did they do to make them, and if you look past the Fed, if you look past all this other shit, what was going on this whole October 7th? And they make it seem like it's just this, that every day about them is a day that the world should, the obsession, thank you. Capitulation, another good one. Everything about them is just so huge. Like, okay, you can't question the Holocaust. Name anything else you can't fucking question. They can question how many blacks died in the slave trade. The Atlantic slave trade, they can question it.
Yep.
You can question how many people died in World War I and World War II. You can question how many people died in 9/11. You can't question something none of us were alive to see. There's just a wonder like, hey, look here. That's a lot of cooking. I'm just saying, that is a lot of cooking. I'm not trying to be funny, but I baked some weed cookies. If I could bake 6 million of them bitches, it would take a long time, and that's just 15 minutes in the oven. These are humans.
Yeah.
And we should be able to question that. And if it really happened like you said, you should want to tell it. If Diddy did what he said he did, you should want to tell it. You shouldn't say just take my word for it. But they're saying take my word for it. October 7th now is supposed to be another date, a day that lives in infamy. But for who? Well, not for us. Why would we want the rest of the world has to recognize 9/11 as this day of mourning for every other country? That doesn't make sense. It happened to us, not them. Why is what happened to them supposed to be a world thing and everybody must be upset? And if you question it, you are anti-Semitic. And anti-Semitic is such a third rail that it will ruin your career, ruin your life just to question. We were talking about, before we got on the show, we were talking about Kyrie Irving. It hurt me so bad that Kyrie Irving was called anti-Semitic and he never said a word bad about Jews. He just tweeted out a movie that he saw called Hebrews to Negroes or Negroes to Hebrews. He just retweeted it.
Damn.
And this was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He was suspended from the Nets. And I think if y'all look it up, I think he had to set out like 15 games.
Yeah. He got punished
And he
for it
had to
heavily.
make an apology.
make an apology.
All because Charles Barkley wanted to bring it back to light.
Well,
Right?
then
Or-
Charles brought it back to light Thursday.
Recently.
When they won, he brought it back up. He was like, because everybody's
Oh.
like, this is a great moment for Kyrie Irving. He's on the top of the mountain. And Charles said, yeah, because he said that, he definitely deserved to get in trouble for the anti-Semitic thing that he did.
What the fuck? So random. Why bring that back up?
Like, what
what a
fuck?
hater, man.
Like, nobody said anything about you throwing that grown-ass man through that plate glass window back in when you had to make a Nike commercial saying, I am not a role model. Y'all
True.
are old enough. But that's what happened.
Yeah.
When you do that, who's forcing Charles Barkley to bring up anti-Semitic? Because they don't bring up when they out there rapping about killing niggas. You can say killing nigga all day. Nothing happens. I ran down something with some people about the power that the Jews have. And this is scary. I want all y'all to take a listen to a few songs. Michael Jackson has a song, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
Yeah.
And all he said in the song was, Jew me, sue me.
Martin's favorite part.
Yeah, kick me, kite me, don't you black or white me. He didn't say anything bad about them. He was using the same slurs for everybody else, saying that we need to stop using the slur. They wouldn't even let him use the slur to say stop using the slur.
Yeah.
Then you had a song by Puffy, all about the Benjamins. When they said stack chips like Hebrews. They cut out Hebrews. So all he said was stack chips like Hebrews, which is get money like the Hebrews.
Yep.
They cut out Hebrews. There's a song with Tupac. Tupac talk about killing niggas, shooting bitches, titties off, all kind of shit. But it had a song, a line in the song where it said, sticking up Jews with German Rugers. Method Man said that.
Yeah.
They cut each line out. Now, how can I say, fuck the white man's a devil and all that, and it never get cut out? But any line referencing them gets cut out. That is an amazing amount of power you have where you can make it to where, it's almost like, if you ever watch Harry Potter, He Who Shall Not Be Named,
Yeah.
that's them. Voldemort.
When guarding your soul.
Right.
Let's go, Tommy. That's fucking facts. Let's go.
Like it's you have this. It should scare everyone if you cannot, not even criticize, just question. Because where's knowledge come from? Knowledge comes from being able to question.
Yeah.
Even question what you know. But you can't question what you know when it comes to them. And again, when y'all were telling me about this Christian Judeo-Christian alliance, that is some weird shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Judeo. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Whenever people use that term.
It's like the pedo-parental coalition.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
How these weird pedos have gotten together with these parents. And we're going to,
Like Jews don't accept Jesus at all.
and we love Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's get together and have a party.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to have a conversation about all things. And when we think about this whole, you're trying to tell me I should give a shit about that, just like you're trying to tell me I should give a shit about January the 6th. I don't care about any of these damn dates. They're just arbitrary dates that you're trying to tell me I give a shit about, just like I don't give a shit about Cassie. Cassie made $30 million to get her ass whooped. I would have let Puffy run out the bathroom in a towel and kick the shit out of me. Puffy, if you're listening, I'm available. I can take a I fall down, it would make it look great. You swear you was watching the Iron Claw. But if you sit back...
The pop culture reference, man.
But everybody, it's bitches who've been getting their ass whooped, who are sitting there saying, that's messed up what he did to Cassie. You know a bitch that got whooped by your brother.
Yeah, and she stayed for 2 more years after that.
Yes, why don't we say, if these people really gave a shit about what they call our causes, start by saying somebody in your life. The internet has made everybody be a fucking activists, and they get online and they act like they care about shit that they really don't. Because if you really cared about missing children, there's some in your fucking neighborhood that's missing and you don't post about them at all. If you really care about people being molested and raped, who you care about? The motherfucker you know that's actually happened to. Y'all got uncles, aunts who are pedophiles in your fucking family, and you ain't never made no post about them, but you're always online talking about somebody from Hollywood that you just disgusted with. What the fuck are you talking about? You start at the bottom. You start at the people you can actually make a change. But they're not trying to make a change. They're trying to make some change.
Ooh,
Damn.
that was deep.
So, as far as the conflict is concerned, what are your thoughts as far as October 7th and everything else like that? Is obviously I think we're now at 40,000 casualties with the Palestinians. What do you predict is going to happen? World War III, ceasefire. What do you think?
Man.
It's bad.
Yeah, it don't look good.
It don't look good.
And it's a powder keg. And I think what is happening now is the match that's been lit. And I honestly believe that it may not be able to be stopped. I think it's just boom.
You think Israel's fueling its own destruction?
Well, y'all taught me that thing. I didn't know they had this thing. And they said it wasn't true. But when they had it, like, if we go down, saying, oh, y'all with me?
Yeah. Well, they do got nukes.
That's what it said.
They do got nukes.
That's why niggas need nukes. I told them triple N's.
Yeah.
Niggas need nukes. We don't have shit. All we do is sit around arguing shit and shooting 9mm sideways.
We got orange soda, grape juice, and watermelon chicken.
No nukes. Talking all this shit. The black man. No, we need a nuke.
Go ahead.
But I'm saying I think it's going to pop, and I think the only reason, the United States can play a big role in diffusing it, and I really wish they would find, like, this idea of a two-state solution. I know the Israelis keep saying there is no such thing as a two-state solution, and they might be right. They say there's no such thing as a two-state solution because when you say from the river to the sea, they're not looking to be able to live with you. They're looking to be able to get rid of
And
you.
even Netanyahu, they caught him on camera saying he's sabotaged the two-state solution when he took power. He doesn't want it either. Like,
Yeah, and because I don't think they trust Hamas.
no.
And
But they need him
but they need, yes,
to be able to continue to substantiate their.
and to get all
War.
that damn money they get.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You have to understand, we have fueled a place that doesn't even have any natural resources.
Do you think if Trump gets elected and actually wins, he can change this or
Yeah,
not?
good question.
He could, but then when you watch some of the things he did, if they make you kiss the ring, like, here's the thing that I hate.
Kiss the ring.
It is. If you have to, everybody we can argue whatever we want, left, right, middle, but they all agree that we must support Israel. What
Yeah.
kind of
Yep.
fucking shit is
Yep.
that? How do you all
They all
agree
kiss
that
the wall.
Yes. Yeah.
So what does that mean? They're all on the same side.
Yes. What do they say about you right wing or left wing, but you're on the same bird?
Someone
Yeah.
made a comment.
Good point.
They argue in public and have drinks and barbecue in private,
Yes.
and they just pick who they want for this term, and then that's it.
Well, if you're smart, that's why you do it. Like, look, like I always said about the YouTubers. The smartest ones would sit up and have all these arguments, fuck you, shit like that, get everybody to watching and just toast it afterwards. Instead of it being a real beef, because why would you ruin something for real? What you should do, if you're smart, when you have power, you don't ever want to ruin it. So it's a theater. Why? You ever notice that they call war a theater? War is called a theater, the theater of war. You know what theater is? So it's all a game. It's all illusion. The greatest illusionist, everybody loved watching David Copperfield. He got you to looking one way and gave you something. And you knew it was fake, and yet you still watched it. We know a lot of stuff that we see is fake, and we still watch it. Wrestling hadn't went away,
Yeah.
and they came out and told you it was fake. If the NBA came out right now and told you it was fucking fake, people still watch it.
Yeah.
And the politics is that game that has real life consequences for people.
Speaking of fake in wrestling, do you see what's going on with like The Rock? He's been losing a bunch of followers and shit like that.
Oh,
because
what'd he
he's been just being ingenuine. Like
Remember we mentioned about getting into these rooms, staying relevant, staying on top, having the clout. Things you have to do to maintain that. The things you can't say. That's The Rock. He can't ever have an opinion on things because if he talks about it.
the only reason I even bring it up is shout out to Valuetainment. I saw on Twitter PBD posted that they're gonna have The Rock on their vault. And I looked at the comments, and everyone is just saying, like, what the fuck? Like, this dude's a sellout, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, he really lost a lot of support. And I think it's because, he's been losing a lot of followers on Instagram. It's because little shit. He lied about, like, oh, this is my first time going to In-N-Out Burger, right? When they found other posts of him saying the same shit years ago. Like, you've been saying that this is your first time. Why are you lying about this? So, like, they look at it like, if you've been lying about something so trivial, what else have you been lying about? Right, and then the fact that like he never takes hard stances on anything. I remember he went on Rogan like a couple months back, and I predicted this actually. When Rogan asked him about Gaza, what's going on there, he gave a very politically correct, publicist, orchestrated answer, and I was like, man, this guy doesn't have a fucking backbone on anything. And then a couple months later, boom, he starts going viral on all the platforms because people caught him lying about this In-N-Out Burger shit, and that's just a microcosm of the bigger issue. Basically, they call him The Rock Ad Johnson, something like that. And I looked at it like, because as a wrestling fan, right, that I used to watch him in the late 90s and early 2000s, I have this perception of him. But for him to see him now where he's politically correct and he doesn't say a lot of the raunchy shit he used to say, and, because obviously he's an A-list celebrity now, it's like a huge fall from grace. Like a lot of these Gen Zers that are like kind of saying, like, this guy's a sellout, you motherfuckers don't even know what this man was before. You guys never actually experienced The Rock at that time. So... I think that's another big reason too why so many people have lost so much respect for him. But yeah, man, I mean it's not good because he used to be like an icon and now everyone's like, this dude's fake.
Well, let me tell you this. In order to survive today, you have to be tofu. You know what tofu does, right?
What does it do?
It takes on the flavor of whatever you put on it. It doesn't have a flavor, so it just becomes whatever you need it to be.
Yeah.
And if you want to survive, you have to be tofu. So
Fair
when
enough.
they tell you that, because a guy had me on his show, And he told me, I was the reason why people talk down on women today. Before me, they didn't used to talk bad about women like they do. And I played him some lyrics from 8-Ball MJG where they were. Said, what did he say about women? He said, never how you beat their ass, kick their ass. Like, I was like, and these are shit you used to listen to. It was okay to say these things when it was okay to say it. My man Sean Connery, God rest the dead.
Oh, yeah.
You in the interview? He said, I should slap a bitch.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
So everything
on
is,
national television too.
Yeah,
The
so-
70s were different.
Yeah, so now everybody's doing this. Putting their finger up, and whatever way the wind blows, that's where they're going. So who takes a stance if you know that taking a stance now is going to destroy you? So we say we want people to be authentic, but then as soon as they're authentic, we get mad.
Yeah.
We get mad that they say whatever it is that they fucking like.
Yeah.
And I hate that because why can't we just accept that this person is not who we are? And most of us are lying our ass off. We sitting up there having a problem. I can't believe he cheated. Nigga, all you do is cheat. I can't believe, like, it's stupid. And it was sitting up there just gonna hold these people to these weird ass things. Can't believe they do that. You do worse, but nobody cares what you do. And the only time you can be a person is to get on and go against this person. So I think that people like The Rock, when he was doing that, he was trying to get somewhere. But when you get there, now you're trying not to lose it.
Yeah.
Think about it. Once you get to y'all at the top, now you're at the top. You're trying to maintain that shit.
Yeah,
Nobody want to just throw it and wash it down the drain over some stupid shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking y'all earlier about the idea of how do you maintain integrity when people are looking for you to slip up so they can take away what you built yourself.
Yeah.
I and that's a great point.
That's very true.
Playing devil's advocate, I genuinely believe, like now that I've been in, we've been doing this for a few years, there's no way that you can hit A-list celebrity status or get that famous without compromising your integrity.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Because unless you have a certain, I guess, narrative or a certain viewpoint on how the world works, and whether you have it personally or not, you better not fucking display it out there. You really can't take a hard stance on anything if you want to be an A-list type celebrity. Like, look at a guy like, perfect example, KSI. Used to be super based. This is my rape face. All this other shit, right? Used to be funny, whatever. Now, he's super fucking woke. He reacted to a couple of my videos where I was like talking to that girl on grilling when I mentioned how men and women are different, blah, blah, blah. Instead of refuting my points, he just said, oh, this guy's fucking crazy. This guy's stupid, blah, blah, blah. So deep down, he knows what I'm saying is true. However, he's reached a level where he can't afford to take hard stances on culture war issues because he's selling a Prime Energy drink now. Now he's corporate. Now they're trying to make as much money as possible, and they understand that controversy from that perspective will hurt sales. So, and this is what happens when you get too big. Logan Paul, KSI, a lot of these guys that blew up, they can't afford to be controversial like that anymore.
Remember, Amazing Lucas became, I don't know if y'all know him, he became super woke.
Yeah.
And you keep thinking like, why? But that's where the wind blows.
Yeah.
That's the flavor of the month.
Yeah.
And we will not get someone taking a hard, those days are over until the pendulum swings back and people get so tired of the fake that they stop rewarding it.
Yeah.
We're rewarding the fake now. That's why you have all these guys coming out talking about the casting couch is wrong. What the fuck? Motherfuckers want it to be Harvey Weinstein. I have a couch in every room in my house just so I can cast.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, as you know, we got some breaking news yesterday. Trump got convicted on all 34 counts.
That's
for
crazy.
this
by the way.
fucking falsifying business business documents charge, which is fucking wild. What are your thoughts on that, man? You think this is the beginning of the end? Do you think he's going to win the election? What are your thoughts?
We're about to have the first sitting president in U.S. history that's a felon.
Yeah.
That's a real nigga.
Yeah.
We're going to have a real nigga president. That's going to be the first time. He got baby's mamas. He's on child support. This motherfucker trying to hide bitches from that he fucked by paying them. Like, just listen, that is not a crime. Sade asked the question, is it a crime?
I was about to say, what you know about that? But I'm like, what do I know about that?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm the old man up here. But listen, we are finding fucking reasons to be mad at people. Yes, he lied. I know he lied. If I was on that, but Here's what we have to start worrying about. And I'm going to say this to y'all. Y'all tell me if y'all see it this way. It used to be if you were a celebrity, you could get away with shit. They would know you did it, but you a celebrity. I don't believe he did that. Now your celebrity is hurting you when you go into court.
Yes.
Now they have to convict you because they want to show the world.
An
OJ
example.
fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah, they're going to show
OJ
the world.
fucked it
now.
up for everybody,
I think it's
bro.
that Harvey Weinstein thing. I think when it got there, again, everybody's saying now, this is our chance to stick. We used to, when I was young, you knew you wasn't going to be a celebrity, and this fucker was in a different stratosphere. You'll never meet this motherfucker. You surely couldn't tweet him and say no shit to him.
Yep.
Now they can get online and say shit to both of y'all.
Yep.
Talk shit to you right then, and know you might see it.
Yep.
When Oprah responded to a tweet, that's when I knew it was done. Because all you do is incentivize a motherfucker that worked and make $5 an hour. You gave him power.
Yeah.
And then when they gave him that button, the flag, you gave them power. They used to couldn't flag a mother. We couldn't flag Sean Connery.
Yeah.
You couldn't flag people because you didn't like what the fuck they say, but now you can.
Yeah.
So you can hurt their pocket. So what they've done, and it was a great thing what the government did, you just gave it to the losers. Gave the losers power, so now the losers don't realize they don't have power anymore because now they have the illusion of power. One thing that's worse than actual power is the illusion of power because the person doesn't know they're stupid at that point. So they gave them the internet. People don't give a shit about what's going on in real life. You could turn them, and right now, you said fuck a bear or a man. How about this? Your lights and water or the internet. I'm telling you, most people would say, cut the lights off, cut the water off. I go out there and suck on a plant and before I lose the internet. You've seen people lose their shit when the internet ain't on? This motherfucker ain't working. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's true.
And that's where the power they gave those people. They gave those people that so they could fuck them, and they won't notice they getting fucked. That is the equivalent of punching them in the face and fucking them. They felt the pain of the punch, and they don't realize they're getting fucked. And when you see what they're doing to the president, past president or future president, this is a lot of get back. You can't be a person with a name, and they don't feel like they're going to make you feel bad for every dime you made. You don't see how happy we ought to see people fall? I don't know much about Puffy, but motherfuckers was real happy that it happened.
Drama sells.
Yeah.
It was weird. Every time you're somebody, when you lose something, the whole world is right there for it. They want to see it. So it is a difficult thing to be somebody with a name and you find yourself on trial. Because look how fast they came back with a verdict. It didn't take long.
Yeah, it really didn't.
It's funny because the people that are on the internet talking shit about certain people are doing the same things. But as a result, them not being famous, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when you're famous with the same issues,
Yeah, you're looked
there's
under
a
a
spotlight
microscope.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, you become kind of like in this trap because people want to be famous. But the shit we've seen and actually been a part of, it's a heavy burden.
Yep.
So,
If you could be rich or famous, always choose rich.
I prefer to be rich
Never
and
be
not,
famous.
and not famous.
Yeah, fame is a death wish now.
But isn't it funny? People that have money want to be famous. It's almost like you want what you don't have. And then if you're broke, you want to be.
Well, because you see, it's just like you want to find, like I want to find bitch. I like to have a fine bitch on my arm that everybody sees, and they're like, this bitch is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them problems, man.
Nah, nope.
You can't go to work. You scared with the mailman too friendly to your bitch. Everybody want to try to pump your bitch gas.
Ask Diddy.
Yeah, you don't want them problems,
Yeah.
but you
Pain
think
in
you
the ass.
do.
Yeah.
Everybody want a big house. I got a big yard. The people told me how much it was going to cost to cut my trees and my grass. And the dude said, that'd be $11,000. $11,000 to do your fucking trees and grass.
God damn. For landscaping?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's the stupidest shit in the world. But then people don't understand. That's the problem you have. Anything that goes wrong with you, if you own your house, pipe bust, you got to fix it.
Yeah.
Anything that go wrong, it's yours. It's different than renting. But the people who rent want to buy. The people who buy say, I need to rent this fucker out. It's a difference because we keep seeing the world through the little knot hole in the fence, and we think that their side of the world is always better. Even when I think we do a bad job of presenting the good side. And I know as we try to rub it in people's faces, a lot of times, like people on the internet, we show the good side or what we think is the good side to make those people envy us and want to be us. Who is really telling people about the shit they going through when the camera's off?
Nobody really.
We don't really talk about that because one, they're going to use it against you.
Yeah.
So it's like the scales aren't balanced. You know, if you try to be real with people, they gonna throw that shit up in your face 5 seconds later. You be like, you know, my girl cheated too, so I'm down with y'all. I'm trying to let y'all know it don't just happen to y'all, it happened to me. What they gonna say the next show? Nigga, that's why your bitch cheat. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So you can no longer say anything else, so you have to act like you're infallible. And the whole world is doing that now. Everybody's infallible, and nobody's trying to work with each other to help each other to heal. And that's why you see what's going on with Donald Trump. That's why you see what's going on in the country, is that everybody wants to see you fail. We like that shit. We want to see you down because it makes us feel bigger. It
The
makes
liberals
us
were celebrating yesterday.
Yeah.
I joined like a Twitter space, and there was a bunch of them like rejoicing and shit. They were super happy when, you know, it came back as guilty on all accounts. Like, there's a lot of people actually celebrating this shit.
Yeah, but they ain't celebrating Marilyn Mosby.
Yo, do you remember
She
when
got convicted.
Kevin Samuels passed away?
Oh, yeah.
That's when I knew it was real. People that hated that man celebrated his death. I was like, bro,
That's
listen,
crazy.
I might not like somebody,
Right.
but when they die, nigga, rest in peace, brother. Hey, it is what it is. But to say, put on that man's grave, all that shit, oh, I'm glad he died, da-da-da.
And
It's
this,
like,
it was all bitches, too.
I got into a big
It was
war
all girls,
with,
bro.
I got into a big war with what is that bitch that's old and fat now talking about she looking for a man. I was on her show.
Vivica Fox.
Vivica Fox. Yeah, I remember. Oh, wait, I might have seen it.
Yeah.
Me and her got into a big fucking war online about that.
Oh, shit. What
Yeah.
happened? What?
She was saying he got what he deserved or something like God
Yeah.
don't like. And
Yeah.
Oh.
I said, you hard-faced, madam-looking bitch. Why would you? So, you know, that was being nice.
Yeah.
I said,
So I roasted her.
Yeah,
That's
so
for
I
complimenting her.
said, how is it that you could say some stupid shit like that? There's something wrong with black folks. When something bad happened to you, they say God had it happen. I'm like, well, okay, bitch, that's why God put your ass in slavery, too. That's why God had your ass under Jim Crow. How black folks love to say when something bad happened to you, that shit was God doing his work. So everything bad that didn't happen when Trayvon Martin got shot, that was God.
Yeah, it's true.
They would never say this stupid
George
shit.
Floyd, yeah.
That's God. You know,
Yeah, it's
God
God.
got him back for what he had done.
Yeah.
But we watched him and we listened to them say stupid shit like this, and no one calls them out on it. Like, ma'am, the door swings both ways. It's a saloon door, bitch.
Yeah.
And if you gonna say that, fine, then they should be able to say it back. But and you're right. This man died. We all gonna die.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would be different if this nigga did something that wasn't gonna happen to nobody else. Then I make fun of this nigga, yes. But you gonna die too.
Yeah. They hate someone they don't even personally know, and that's just weird. And you know, and here's the thing: like, I know you and Kevin didn't see eye to eye on everything, but you still defended him as far as, like, you know, people trying to laugh and mock his death because it's another human being. Like, you know, and the fact that, like, people are so hell bent on watching people that they don't even know personally, they just, like, are mad at their internet, you know, persona or what they see on YouTube, and like, oh yeah, this person deserves to die. It just goes to show, like, how vindictive some of these people really are. It's fucking weird, bro.
Society has made it to where it's okay to wish death upon people who say things that you don't agree with.
Crazy.
And hold on, you know what that leads to? Control. Because now, as a community, before it was like, all right, you're on your side, I'm on my side, we'll look out for each other as a community. But now it's, oh, that's your point of view? I don't like you. I'm going to report you to the police. I'm going to do this and that. And then they're going to tell on you because, again, they don't like your point of view. So now we're all against each other at the end of the day, which is crazy, by the way.
And they've allowed them. That's what I said about with the flag button. They've allowed them to ruin your life because they don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Now imagine again if you've done this job and now you got a house, a car, and you're raising a family. Are you now going to take a real stance against something that you see they could ruin everything you built just by mass flagging?
I can see both sides of the argument here. I can see the creator that's telling the truth and being honest and being, you know, forthcoming, and the person that has a job, has a family that says, you know what, I can't say shit because I got to pay the bills. I see both sides.
That's what most people do, and you know, I don't mean to bring it back to the JQ, but when we did that debate with Nick Fuentes and Destiny, I think a big reason why we had 100,000 watching live isn't necessarily because it was Nick Fuentes and Destiny. It was because, well, that's a part of it, of course, but it was because we're talking about a topic so taboo that no one else would ever
Touch it.
ever fucking touch. Now, hate to sound like a broken record, after October 7th, it's okay to have these conversations about Israel and Jewish supremacy in the United States.
Why do you think that is?
Hold on.
Before you couldn't.
Hold on. It's not okay. You know why it's not okay? This is real talk here.
But everybody talking about it now.
No. Hold on. You know why they let you talk about it? so they know who you are. Now you're fucked. I'm telling you, bro, it's a trap. I keep saying this over and over again. Think about it. Why now, all of a sudden, you can talk about it? They put you in a box. And once you're in that box, you're fucked.
I disagree. Lex Friedman, Jew, Piers Morgan, all these dudes are talking about this shit now openly. What they're doing, though, is being smart. They're hosting debates and not taking a stance on it.
Yeah, but when you say XYZ, this is my stance, they know who you are.
But I was about to say, listen to what you just said, though. It kind of fits what he said. He said they're hosting debates, but they don't take a stance.
Exactly.
But you come on and you do. And now you have let the world know who you are.
It's like
you have self-identified.
It's like I'm a racist. Okay, I'm gonna let him talk so I know he's a racist. So now I know put him in this box and I know who he is. Same shit. Oh, you want to talk shit about Jews? All right, cool. Now I know who you are.
And then make them feel comfortable because here, listen.
Yep, that's what I get you.
Well, the point isn't necessarily what I'm saying is that now you can have the discussion.
Yeah.
Whereas before you couldn't even have the discussion. Now you can at least facilitate it. You might not be able to take a hard stance on it, but you can actually facilitate it. And I think a big reason why is because people were yearning for this topic to be discussed on a big platform. Joe Rogan ain't fucking doing it. Lex Friedman before October 7th wasn't doing it. Piers Morgan wasn't doing it. Nobody talked about Zionist control. Most Americans didn't even know what fucking Zionism was before October 7th. So, and that's just one example of like having a talk on something that people are kind of want to hear, but they couldn't hear for a very long time.
You know why they let you do it though? Here's my thoughts.
Yeah, sure.
If you say we can't talk about this before and you had the power to do it, and then enough people are pushing, you placate them by saying, okay, I'll let you have the discussion.
Yep.
Then you don't seem like the dick and the bad guy as they were trying to make you out to be. You're still not really moving on any issues or anything. But because if the argument keeps being, they won't even let us talk about it. Well, you give them that cookie. It's like when your girls say,
preach.
We've been together for 30 years. We haven't gotten married. Now you go buy this fuck ass ring and get engaged. You're still not married, but she thinks that movement has been made, and it hasn't.
Yeah.
It's chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, at the end of the day, they're always going to influence our government. AIPAC ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I just think it's at least good that people understand who really runs things, because for a very long time people didn't know. Because I love Alex Jones, but for the longest time, what does he say? The globalists run the world. WEF, World Economic Forum, 1191 killed JFK. Like, he never actually named who's running shit. You know what I mean? There's a few that are brave enough to explain it, but I mean, it's a crazy coincidence that 2% of the population just tends to be the heads of all the major social media companies and all the movies and all of Hollywood and all the mainstream media and, you know, the porn industry. And it's just interesting. The banks, it's all one group. And then if you criticize this group, hey, next thing you know, you're fucking debanked.
You should have seen that viral video I put out there. That thing had so many damn views, and they keep on putting it back out there. The one where I went off about Kyrie Irving and Kyrie and
good example.
Nick Cannon. I said, how is it that
who was the commissioner of the NBA for the longest time? David Stern. Wait a
minute. Roger Goodell, Jew, NFL, all of them, even the current
Adam Silver.
Jew.
Adam Silver.
Jew. Every one of them, and every league, and we want to act like that's not a thing, but you will have people like a Tariq Nasheed, who's married to a Jewish woman, will talk about white people all day. Suspected white supremacists, white. And you got to think to yourself, if whites had that much power, why blacks get to talk about them ad nauseum? But he won't say, and I told her, they got mad at me, and of course I got blocked. I said, you can separate blacks between FBAs and tethers, but you won't separate whites between whites and Jews.
Let's go.
You won't do it?
Yeah.
He said, they're all white. And I said, well, then we're all black.
Yeah. There you go. Got him right there.
Listen, that's why they won't have me in a lot of places. They won't do it. I talk too much sense. I have to play drunk to start. He drunk. Oh, shit, he said it.
Okay. We got some chats here, right, Chris? And are the girls here?
Yeah, the girls are getting here right now.
Okay.
Okay, we got a little more time then. And then, yeah, it's going to go right into probably the after hours, guys. It won't be that much of a transition. We got chats to read. And we got almost 13,000 y'all watching, guys. Welcome to the show. Obviously, we're having a very base conversation here. Next, we're going to talk about JFK. We're actually talking about it a little bit before.
Shit.
And I know you said you wanted to comment on it, so I definitely want to get your take on it as well. Heisenberg says, Yo, Myron, the man whose name that shall not be named, it rhymes with Netanyahu. There's a recording circulating of him speaking Hebrew, admitting that the U.S. is easily manipulated and that he manipulated the Clintons. You find that recording and you win any debate on JQ. Bro, I've seen the recording. It might be the same one where he says he's purposely sabotaged the two-state solution. So, you know, Netanyahu needs Hamas. That's the reality. He needs Hamas to substantiate his Iron Dome. He needs it to substantiate foreign aid. He needs it to substantiate his political views. It is what it is. It's just like us with NATO, right? Like NATO, because people, did you see the Putin interview with Tucker Carlson?
I saw parts of it.
So what I found really interesting, because I watched that interview, Putin had talked about how he had tried to work with NATO and work with NATO and be a part of it. And him and Clinton had a discussion about it, but it never turned into anything, and they never allowed them in. And I said in my head, like, so you got this guy coming in with an olive branch, trying to work with y'all, but you guys refuse to let him in. Why? Well, if you let Russia into NATO, you've effectively destroyed the military-industrial complex, because there's no longer a need to build these weapons. There's no longer a need to have these foreign and to have these intelligence agencies. Like, you need an enemy to substantiate an entire industry. So that is why they sit there and be like, no, Russia's the enemy, blah, 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 and all this other shit. When Putin's been trying to get with peace with the West for a very long time, but they refuse to accept because NATO needs an enemy to galvanize and continue to have the military-industrial complex that we have now.
Goes further than that. Putin came to America's aid after 9/11.
Oh, shit.
You didn't know? Y'all didn't know that. He came to
Put us
America's
on.
aid after 9/11, but then he realized when they were doing the whole war on terror, he understood there's a problem because the war on terror had nothing to do with the people who actually supposedly did something to the United States, and he called it out.
Yeah.
But at first he was sending aid. And again, he was trying to be a part of NATO. You can look that up. And then he realized
what it
America
was.
was full of shit.
Yeah. He's smart, bro.
Shit.
Smart.
Where we at here? Yes, guys, Rumble quality is crisp as fuck, man. You can get this shit in fucking like 1080p. It's better than YouTube, actually. My old lady dislikes you guys. You all have my undying support. Thank you so much. And these are all the Castle Club guys. Guys, get in Castle Club now, man. It's $35, but like I said before, we got a community in there. We're building chapters. I got a couple generals in different cities. We're going to be doing Zoom calls. We're going to do one with Tommy, actually, on Monday.
And we're
It's gonna be litty.
going to give the OGs a trip to Miami in studio. Watch the show live.
Yep. So I'll read these real quick. Okay, my old lady dislike. Okay, I may not agree on everything, but I understand the mission. You all are doing great things for men and the world. Absolutely, guys, having tough discussions like this is one of them. Once my business is up and running, I will be in the Miami to show my support outside Castle Club. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much, bro. We got Live in Reality says a life of reaction is a life of slavery. Intellectually and spiritually, one must fight for a life of action, not reaction. Rita Mae Brown. This describes exactly the existence of Anus and Leech. Welcome back, Tommy. Great to see you again. Yeah, bro, those guys literally don't get views unless they talk about us. It's actually pretty comical now. Trayvon, because they don't take any real takes. You think these fucking faggots would ever have a conversation like we're having right now? No, nope. They're bots. They would never ever talk about Israeli influence in America or the West in general. Thank you, Myron and Walter, for the valuable information that you guys give us. I started watching y'all last year, and I have gained a lot of knowledge from you too. Shout out to the whole Fresh Fit team. Thank you. Durek Myron, you listened to the new Eminem song. Motherfucker, Slim Shady's back and got everybody mad. I'm glad he is like us normal people. Yeah, I'll check it out. What else do we got here? But I think Eminem supports Biden though. That's kind of an L. Money Monday on how to be a dope dealer. Stay tuned. Okay, Alex the Great.
He's more black than us.
We need a supervillain roundtable with Tommy Sotomayor and Minister Jap on Fresh Fit. Okay,
that'd be hilarious.
Easy Epstein. Who was Jeffrey working for? It wasn't the CIA. It wasn't the FBI. Who then? Israeli Mossad. Who was Ghislaine Maxwell? She wasn't just his girlfriend. Who was Ghislaine's father? Robert Maxwell, known British Mossad agent. Absolutely all facts. They use pedo, blackmail, money, and other forms of control. They control our media, politicians, and corporations. That's a fact, bro. The Defit trader goes Israel equal fake country. Yep. We're currently in a psychological war, being inundated with malinformation. Nothing is as it seems. Yep. Hoopkins. See, you guys are based in here. Happy birthday, Big Mo. Thank you. From Jake the Mullet. Happy birthday, Big Mo. Again, you get yourself a $1 burger, and what size that bitch? Okay. Your mind, the goat. My stomach hurts so much. Tommy the goat. Tommy. My stomach hurts so much from laughing, bro. I was in tears already from the first 10 minutes. With Castle Club, W King of Controversy, always providing value while I work out and drink tequila. Fuck the haters, the eaters, the Jews and hair hat hooligans. All right. Shout out to FNF and Tommy. Got out the warehouse jobs and graduated trade school. My universal EPA card, becoming a service technician HVAC. You guys help me make better logical decisions for myself, and I appreciate everything you guys stand for. Thank you, Slim Joker. FNF for Life, Zen Ninja. Red Pill Putin says, Solution Premier. Salutations, Premier Myron, benevolent leader of FNF. I'm tired of liberal media saying bad things about Mother Russia. Russia, nice country. We love everything, even the Jews. We even have a special holiday for them called Ash Wednesday. This is good, bro. Remember, we got this space to speak our minds. WFNF, W Rumble, W Free Speech. Shout out to you, Kevin. WFNF, W Tommy. Tommy, do you still call black women BT 1000s? Only OGs remember that. What's a BT 1100?
1000.
Or 1000, sorry.
So let me tell you. See, are you a fan of James Cameron Terminator?
The movie? The Terminator?
Yeah.
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, the BT 1000 was the one that came on part 2, the liquid metal one. So they
was
was
the
the
cop.
Terminator 1000. Yeah, they were the T1000. So I just called black women the Black Terminatrix 1000. So I started labeling these bitches per the 5 years, like they would be the 1000, the 1100, like they were machines. And then if you listen to one of the best lines ever, and I applied it to women, I was the first one to do it, when he said, "Listen and understand that Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead." And I said, that's what women do. They don't feel pity. They don't feel remorse. They don't feel fear. And they absolutely will not stop ever until they can see men suffer. They need to see this shit. And so I started referring to the women that way because it was too many things to where they're not happy until they see men grind to dust.
Let me ask you this. We got 13,000 y'all in here, man. Shout out to you guys. You've been you're critical about a bunch of things in culture. One of the things you've been critical about, though, is the behavior of modern black women in America. People sit there and say, "Oh, well, Tommy hates black women," right? Blah 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 blah. How do you think because you're just all you do basically is like, "Hey, these are stereotypes about you guys. We need to fix this shit." What are your thoughts on that in general when people come up to you and say, "You just hate black women, Tommy"?
Well, then I'll bring up the Bible. I say, well, if somebody loves you, they will correct you. When someone doesn't love you, they'll let you do anything. If you have any kids, you don't want your kids to be a dumbass, a crackhead, or work on the pole. So you're going to do what you can to keep them off of it. You're going to care that your kids bring home straight C's. The parent that cares about their kid isn't going to say, well, C's are fine. They're going to say they want you to do better. And when I was growing up, parents used to say a simple line. So Tommy does it. And he'd say, well, if Tommy jumped off a bridge, with you. Mm-hmm. So you want better for them. So the one thing you cannot, and for years I've done it, I'll be in the middle of a live show. If you say that I said something that's wrong, you come up here and let the whole world see it. Nobody does it. They can tell you I'm black, I'm ugly.
Crispy?
Yeah, I'm all these things.
Your mama black?
Yeah.
That's a good one that they always come back with.
Which is weird, because my mama old and fuck my daddy, and I don't want that either. I don't go for bitches who fuck my daddy and old. But you sit back and you think about it, they can't tell you anything I've ever said wrong. I am equivalent to a mirror. If you walk past that fucking mirror and you don't like what you see in it, you have to change it. If you change that mirror, it's still going to show you. Put another mirror up. If you take the mirror down, now you just can't see yourself. And that's what they've done. They took the mirror down and told the rest of the world. That's why I keep on referencing the emperor with no clothes.
Yeah.
Because you have to tell fucking Lizzo she was fine. Did it help her? No, it didn't. She still had the same problems because she knew she was fat. You can't run away from the motherfucker in the mirror, even if you take the mirror down. You can't.
Speaking of her, they did an episode on her on South Park, making fun of it, right? And she reacted to it. Instead of saying, you know what, guys, I'm going to better myself because I put this shit out there that it's okay to be fat and this has contributed to heart disease and the degradation of our society where obesity is a real problem. She says, I'm that bitch.
Yep.
And I don't think I can find a more quintessential example that shows that this is what the black woman in America does. Showing an issue, a really big issue, instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to improve, I'm going to fix this shit, what do? I'm that bitch. Crazy.
Imagine Jeffrey Epstein's first tweet when they got him.
Yeah.
I'm that nigga.
Yeah. Bro, I'm saying. Let's go.
And we won't talk about that. That's why helping someone, helping someone with their delusion does not stop them from being delusional. It keeps them in not only a state of delusion, but now they believe it.
Yeah.
They now believe this shit. I'm never wrong. Black women calling themselves goddess. That shit hadn't changed anything other than the fact that, well, if you're anybody that serves a God, you know that God can do whatever he wants. God can kill you. God can take stuff away from you, and you can't blame him in a bad way. Matter of fact, most people blame the devil before they blame God.
Yeah.
Well, what have black women doing is they make their way into supremehood.
Yep.
They only get credit for when their child grows up to be Shaq, but they never take the blame when their child grows up to sell crack.
Like
Let's fucking go, baby. And again, this is a problem like in, everywhere, but it's just the one group of people that I've seen that double down on fuckery the most are black women, bro. And black men do too. Oh yeah, I'm that nigga, blah blah blah. But here's the difference. If I come on here and I say, look, King Von was a murderer, he's a criminal, you shouldn't aspire to be like him. Matter of fact, none of you black guys should aspire to be like him. He's a fucking piece of shit. Everyone will say, you're fucking right.
Yep.
That's fine. We don't want thugs and losers, etc. It's a bad image for everybody. But if I go and say, Lizzo needs to stop being a fat piece of shit and indoctrinating other black women to be fat, you're a hater. You're a misogynist. You're a sexist. They'll go ahead and attack me for criticizing them, but if I criticize a male for doing dumb shit, people aren't really going to challenge me like that. They're not going to care because it's okay to criticize men. And as a matter of fact, I don't get pushback from men when I criticize men, but I get a lot of pushback from women if I criticize women.
Yeah, that's why every time they ask, oh, why don't you criticize men? I say, because it's a short-ass discussion.
It is.
Usually when I tell a man, you fat, he don't get mad and say I hate him. He's like, yeah, I need to lose some weight. He never gets mad about the shit. Like, even while we're talking, we can throw little shots probably at each other that not, even if we don't know it. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're talking about something that the other one does, one of us will probably speak up. Yeah, I probably need to stop drinking coffee, or I need to stop smoking weed, or whatever. I probably drink too much. We don't get mad that you said something that applies to my life, and now I have to disagree with you just because.
Yeah.
Right is right and wrong is wrong. It's just like what y'all said about Kevin Samuels. That was right when I did it. It didn't matter that I didn't like him in life. That is stupid for me to sit up here and say that's okay because I didn't like him. But we do too much of that. We ignore who says what because either we like them or we don't like them. We like them, so we ignore it. This woman, they know for a fact, they got this video, I don't know if y'all saw it, it's going around viral, where this black woman is saying, she ugly, and everybody's like, no, you're not, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
That bitch is ugly.
Yeah, facts.
She admitted it, and nobody told Biggie, no, you're handsome, Biggie.
Yeah. He knew he was ugly.
Right, no.
He even said in this thing, big, black, and uglier than ever.
As ever.
Yeah.
However, I
Yeah.
stay coochie down to the socks,
Yeah.
rings, and watch filled with rocks.
Yep.
So he knew the bitches like my money and the way I
Yeah.
dress, and I'm okay with it. Men accept that. Ugly niggas like me knew I had to do something more than just be ugly. I had mirrors in my house. I walk past them every day.
And here's the other thing too, right? Like if I say something along the lines of most men are fat losers that are incompetent, I'm not gonna get an army of men commenting under my video
And
saying
flagging you.
you're a fucking asshole, you're a dick, you deserve to die, you
your
hate
daddy.
men, you hate your daddy. I've never heard that once. But if I say most women are useless bimbos, you're a misogynist, sexist pig.
Not
How
all.
dare
Not,
you.
or they say not all.
Not all, Myron.
Misogyny.
You can't say that, Myron.
Crazy the
Yeah,
ability to not
Every night,
not
yeah.
understand because anytime I say something, and I've noticed we've interviewed almost 3,000 girls now. When I talk over 3,000, when I criticize men, I say, "Yo, most guys are XYZ." I never get a response from men saying not all. But when I say most women are XYZ, I always get a response, "Well, not all," or "That's not me." And I'm like, bro, I'm not talking about you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you internalize everything I say and immediately attribute it to yourself? Like, if you're not a loser, you should know in the back of your brain, like, that doesn't apply to me. I'm not going to comment. Because what you said is true. But they feel some need where if I say something that's generally speaking about a group of females specifically, their inclination is, call me misogynist, call me sexist, but if I say most guys are losers, they would never step up and say that's not true. They would agree.
I live in Atlanta. Every guy in Atlanta ain't gay. But when they say niggas in Atlanta gay, You don't hear men getting mad about that. We'll
like,
even
facts.
tell you, them gay niggas up there, and we'll tell you where they at. So it's a weird thing that women, and I always tell them to converse. I say, okay, you don't like to be generalized as women. You shouldn't be put in a box. So when I say black women are intelligent, you never say, not all. When I say black women got a nice body, not all. When I say black women are queens, not all. You never say it. So you take on, like I'll say black women got the best bodies, and it'll be bitch shaped like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. She will say, we sure do.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That's like it's a crazy thing to accept these compliments that do not fucking apply to you. But the real criticism that probably applies to you.
That can help you.
Yes, because the person who speaks them up, like you said, if I'm not a piece of shit, why am I taking up for pieces of shit? Yeah. Imagine a white person who wasn't a racist taking up for other racists.
Yeah.
You could not convince me you're not a racist now because you're taking up for racists. These women will take up for bottom feeder bitches, and we don't take up for bottom feeder niggas. We don't take up for, like you said, what you say happened with Puffy. Mm-hmm. Everybody ran away from Puffy when we saw this nigga karate kick this chick. Everybody backed up. There wasn't nobody saying,
karate kick.
But if it was a woman, though, the first question women ask, well, what did he do to get kicked?
There you go. Good point. Yeah. Yeah.
They will find a way.
When Jay-Z got punched by Solange, ain't nobody said shit. Nobody said a goddamn thing about Solange punch. What did they say instead? What did Hov do? He must have fucked around with Beyonce. Her sister defended her. Mm-hmm. See how they're able to positively frame domestic violence, right? When it's the other way around. But if it was, if Jay-Z had hit her, they would never ask that question.
But it's our fault.
Yeah.
We allow women to do this because we still want to sleep with them. And we try to sleep with people that everybody gonna fucked anyway. These pussies ain't exclusive. These women pussies a petri dish.
That's another thing about the industry too. It's all the same girls getting passed around.
Yes.
And it's like, God damn, nigga. You had her today. I got her tomorrow. Never ends.
And they don't care.
Yeah.
And, but even that is a grooming. They groom the girls to deal with and handle a certain thing. So you don't want to bring in this new girl who doesn't understand how to deal with the power and keep silent and whatnot. So it just passed around the girl that understands how to deal with that.
I used to wonder, why do celebrities date the same girls? Now I understand being in the industry, why they do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last topic before we close out, because I know we got the girls are here in the back and we're going to get it going. But we were talking a little bit about JFK before. What are your thoughts on that?
So many people involved in it. First off, the lie that they told you about this fucking magic bullet. Second off, the lie that they told you about this one lone nut who defected and went to Russia. And back in that day, that was when America was really against communism. So if he defected and went to Russia, do you think he'd have been able to not only come back to the United States, but bring a bride? He brought a Russian bride back to the United States and didn't even get questioned. Then you have this idea of where the president of the United States, after the shooting, his brain is missing. They never found it. They don't know where the president's brain's at.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If they knew where the brain was, they could tell where the bullet came from. Another thing that happened, the pictures of his autopsy. Well, there's one picture that shows the back of his head intact. But there's another picture that shows his head, back of his head blown out.
Oh.
You know ballistics.
Yeah.
If the back's blown out, where'd the bullet come from?
Front.
They say he was shot from the back on the 6th floor depository building in the back of the head. Where should the wound be?
Yep.
But it wasn't. So how's his face intact? Also, it is proven that the wound in his throat was an entry wound. They performed a tracheotomy.
By the necktie.
Yeah. Now they then changed it in the Warren report and said that it was an exit wound to fit the shot from the back.
Yep.
But the biggest thing is a lot of people don't know this, and y'all can check everything that I'm saying.
Yep.
When JFK was president, Israel did not have nuclear weapons. They were asking to do nuclear testing, and they said they were only going to do it for energy purposes. 3 weeks before he was killed, JFK was sending in inspectors to be able to check and see what they were doing. JFK also created something called greenbacks. Look it up. Know what the greenbacks was?
What's that?
They were the dollars we were going to start spending, which were not backed by the Fed, but they were going to be backed by gold. He was going to put us back on the gold standard.
Yeah.
Those two that one group was going to lose out on two big things. Now, nobody will touch the Fed. No one will ask to touch the Fed because they know what happened. That's why I think the first thing they do when you become president, I think they show you who took this man out and tell you who not to fuck with. You go look at it. Right after that, they then got nuclear weapons. That small state got nuclear weapons. And now they're the big badass, and they're only 13 miles across. But we're going to make sure that everybody else don't get it, but they got it.
Yep.
Also, with our money, and again, y'all pointed out almost every one of these major corporations is run by one of them. And this was something that JFK was against. You look at what happened. He was murdered. It was a coup by our own United States government, and it will never be solved because people don't want to know. Most regular people don't want to know because once you know, now an action has to happen. Like, if you know your wife cheated on you, what's next?
Yeah, you got to take action.
And if you stay, how
very
can you
bad.
keep complaining?
Yep. Yep.
And people are afraid to know that their spouse is cheating, so they'd rather have the question than have the fucking answer.
Delusion.
Yes, and JFK's murder, they know it. But who the fuck wants to know? Because then what do you do next? Are you going against the government? Are you going to fight them?
Nope.
You know what scared me the most about it? Trump was supposed to declassify, and we were talking about this before. Trump was supposed to declassify this shit during his presidency. And when asked, Trump, you never declassified these documents. And he said, if you saw what I saw, you wouldn't declassify them either. And I was like, wow.
And you got to think about it. Everybody involved in this shit is dead now.
That's what makes it even
dead.
scarier to me, dude.
They're dead. There's no reason. You can't tell me we don't know what we should be able to say this. And again, the
only person I think that's alive to this day was a Secret Service agent that jumped on the back of the
Clint
Clint Hill. I think he's the only person that's still alive that can even talk about this shit from that day.
And Clint Hill sat there and told him there was blood and brains all on the back of the car, including Mrs. Kennedy picked up a chunk of his brain.
Yes,
Do you know that after the shooting, within 35 minutes of the shooting, they started to clean up the car?
Oh, I didn't
Clean
know
up
that.
the blood and everything. Then they sent the car to
DC
Detroit.
probably?
They
Oh,
sent
Detroit.
well, they first sent it to Bethesda. Then they sent it to Detroit to have it completely restored. There's evidence in this son of a bitch. Why would you do this? There's also evidence
And
that
it's
they
there to this day, isn't it?
well, yeah,
in Detroit
it's up
Museum.
there now, but they refurbished it.
Yeah.
There's so many holes in the story. You're trying to tell me that Oswald shot him, then stayed at work. The police saw him sitting there drinking a Coke, but this man had just shot the president. Also, Oswald, what at the time in which the motorcade was supposed to come by, because they were late. At the time in which they were supposed to come by, everybody at work said Oswald was in the lunchroom. Well, hold on a minute. If you're planning on killing the president and they claim that the way you knew how the motorcade was going to come was in the newspaper, why were you late? Unless someone told you that it was going to be late. Then again, after they've arrested this man, every interview that he was given to the policeman burned their notes. There's no notes of an interview with Oswald.
Yeah.
He just killed the president. You would record every fucking thing he said.
Yep.
Everything about this is wrong, and yet
There's too many questions.
And if you want to know a worse one than that, his brother, Robert Kennedy, his murder was worse. It was more blatant that he didn't do it. Sirhan had a 6-shot revolver. They found 13 shots there.
Yeah.
Sirhan, everybody says he was at least 4 feet in front of Robert Kennedy. Do you know where the shot came that killed Robert Kennedy?
Behind the ear.
Had stippling on it. Tell him what stippling means.
It means that it was a close range shot, burns on the skin. It's one of the what's the number one indicators that you're shot from an execution style range?
Stippling.
Is the burn marks. That's how they got Melly, and they knew that his friends were executed at close range and it wasn't a drive-by. It's literally the same thing that they used, because the burns on the skin indicate that it was at a close range because of the muzzle fire. And that's how they were able to disprove YNW Melly's drive-by lie that he had is the stippling on the victim's face.
That's crazy.
Faces. So and dude, like there's even more questions than that. Like I mean, the fact that Jack Ruby went ahead and killed him right after.
And they let him in.
Yeah, you know, and they perp walked him in front of the station against
Did you
the
know
advice.
Jack Ruby questioned him a day before he shot him? They got video of Jack Ruby in the back asking him, correcting. Somebody had said, "Is it true?" To Oswald, they said, "Is it true you were part of the committee for Cuba?" Jack Ruby says in the back, and they have a video of him. Look it up. I swear to God, I have to say one thing and lie to you. If I'm lying, somebody will call it out. He's in the back, and he said, that's the Committee for Fair Play for Cuba. He corrects him. So how did he, the day before, was in there with the police and the press, question him, and then the next day he shoots him and kills him? Not only that, if you listen to the tape, watch the video of when they walked him out, and of course there was a camera right there to see a live shooting.
Yeah.
Before they walked him out.
In the fucking 60s.
Right before they shot him, listen, there are 2 horn blows. Beep, beep.
Oh.
Boom. To let him know he's coming out.
Oh, shit.
And before Jack Ruby died, he said, take me away, take me to D.C., and I'll tell y'all the reason I did what I did. He dies of cancer.
And before he died, he said he did it for his people. When he told his rabbi he did it for his people before he died.
And you remember, and did you know who Jack Ruby was, right?
Short for Rubenstein.
Rubenstein.
Involved with the Italian and Jewish mafia as well. Was a mobster. It's just when you and chat, we're just asking questions. Some of you guys may or may not be aware.
We haven't even said anything.
Yeah, we're just
said
asking
questions.
like all these things don't fucking line up, man. Like there's just so many different things in this whole JFK thing. And I think the cherry on top is Trump saying, if you saw what I saw, you wouldn't declassify it either. What does that mean, Donald? What the fuck does that mean? Everyone is dead from this shit, just like you said. The CIA people, etc. All these,
all the
Alan
presidents.
Dulles, all these motherfuckers are gone. They're dead now. Lyndon B. Johnson, dead. Even him, which by the way, he was Jewish as well.
He died.
No one talks about that.
He died 5 years after he was
president.
After he was president. 5 years later.
His aunt was instrumental in creating what's now known as APAC, the ADL. His aunt.
Did not know
for because the ADL was created to defend, what's his name, Frank Lucas or something like that, a guy that was allegedly raped and killed a child. The ADL was formed to make a defense for him, a Jewish guy. And the person, one of the people that helped found it was Lyndon B. Johnson's aunt. And we all know if you have Jewish blood on the maternal side, you're effectively Jewish.
Yes.
But Lyndon B. Johnson never advertised that he was a Jew. And as soon as he came into office, he didn't make DOA, Zionist Organization of America, register under FARA, like Kennedy was trying to make him do. He basically told them, hey, get out of this whole nuclear compliance bullshit. Nope, we're stopping it.
Yep.
Like he basically stopped all the anti-Israeli stuff that Kennedy and RFK were trying to do
and
before they
pushed
died.
the Vietnam War. He literally, with a stroke of a pen, the next day while Kennedy was being flown back to Bethesda, he changed Kennedy's war plan of de-escalation.
Yes. Kenny wanted to end the Vietnam War. Yeah, that's another one. RFK talks about that a lot because they asked him why did they kill your uncle. He never touches the Israeli side, but that's one of them is that he wanted to end the war. And he had a lot of enemies with the CIA. He fired Alan Dulles, the first CIA director.
And then you have Dulles sitting up there, part of the Warren Commission, a man you fired. Have a man to investigate your death that you fired.
Bro. No,
You can't make this shit up.
Yo, just like look at all these fucking coincidences.
Yep.
It's just again, we're gonna have Ryan Dawson on to come on for that, bro. And fuck, you should maybe come down,
I
bro.
would.
You should come down when we have him on for that.
I believe I'm the foremost. I believe it's me and probably Cyril Wecht probably know the most about the Kennedy. Every November 23rd, I go to Dallas, and every year I make it's like a pilgrimage to me.
Really?
Yep.
Yo, you're really into this shit then.
Yep.
You know what I've noticed about Kennedy researchers? They're just so hell bent on like getting the truth, despite the fact that like the government's been hiding it. Because like this is, I would say, probably the most famous and biggest assassination in like world history. I would say,
Well,
definitely in American history.
Well, let me tell you something. The reason why you do it is
So you go to the book depository, you do the whole thing.
listen.
That's
when I'm there, It'll be like the dudes will get mad at me, the ones that are telling the guests or the visitors what's happening. They'll stop listening to them and come over and talk to me because I know more than they do.
Shit.
But it's like, to bring a little levity here, it's like pouring on the internet. Next thing you know, you done went down the rabbit hole and watched a NASA horse fucking somebody.
Yeah.
You don't know how you got there, but you got there. But that's what happens with JFK researchers. It's scary, but you can't stop. And then when you keep finding things, like when they did drop the files, when Trump did drop the files he dropped,
Yeah.
man, we were there reading them.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there fucking read the Warren report. I done read it. A nigga sat there and just read the way it's volumes.
Oh, dude.
But you
it's a
just
fucking big ass book like this,
yeah,
man.
but you when you read it and you see that there were questions they never followed up on, that there were people they never like, and I'm not a lawyer, but I know common sense, and I would say, well, wait a minute. So they're only talking to people who say what they want them to say, and anybody that says anything different, they actually told the doctors that they had to say that the wound was not in the back.
Yeah.
All the doctors kept saying the wound was in the back, and they said it to the day they died. The wound was in the back. It's so many things that made
The Navy doctor said that, but the Dallas doctors that saw him originally said that these are wounds from the front.
Yeah, the Dallas doctors, they saw like the head blown out in the back, which
Yep.
means he got shot in the front.
Yeah.
They changed it, but the guys
They
at
flew
Bethesda,
the body to D.C. immediately after.
yeah, and the guys at Bethesda Naval, they weren't even people who had dealt with ballistic wounds. So they had Navy men telling them how to. There's the other one. Ford. Did y'all know that the wounds on Kennedy's back? Gerald Ford, a dumbass, our president, he's the one who told them to move the wound, which was documented 6 inches off of his shoulder blade, which means it couldn't have been shot from the back out of his throat. He literally moved the wound up. And they asked him about it. He's not a pathologist. None of that. He said, I just wanted to make the single bullet theory more plausible. He openly said this.
Yeah, man. See, you're set a bunch of shit that I didn't even know. Hey, guys, don't worry. We're gonna have Dawson on probably mid-June. I'm thinking in person. When he comes, bro, you should come. I didn't realize you're into it this much. As am I. We're gonna do RFK June 7th, guys. So and then we're gonna do JFK after, because you need to know the RFK arc for the JFK arc to make sense. Let's see here. Last chats. Great to see Tommy back in the pot. He's insightful and hilarious. I know Big Mo's going to lose about 10 pounds tonight. Happy birthday, Big Mo. Shout out to IRS. Do You Get It Now by Clifford Cross. That's from Top Shay. And then, Mark, can you ask Tommy if you would be down to collab with Marquette, the Saint and Sinner? Yeah, we could set it up. I'll talk to Tommy on side. Let's hope a nigga don't try my boy tonight like last time. If she does, I'm going to send her ass straight to the penitentiary. WFNF, W Tommy, W Council Club. All evidence applicable. Cool. Matt Fiddle says, y'all should interview Zachary Hubbard as an independent journalist and author. 20-plus social media, YouTube channels deleted. He has a lot of good knowledge about people we should know about. Yeah, them boys, okay? I just joined Council Club. Thank you, Myron and Fresh. Have both helped me in multiple ways. Have opened my eyes, whipping, fitness, money, etc. Thank you so much. I'm smoking weed daily, fat as fuck, still very big, losing weight. Slowly, I'm clean off weed 8 months. Congratulations. Thank you for everything, trying to make it in my life. Currently work at a gas station, third shift, broke as fuck. Trying to do something with my life. Thinking about college for something where I can make good money. Got any advice? Watch our episode with Red Pill Thor. We talk about the blue collar jobs, bro. Nothing wrong with picking up a trade.
Money Mondays.
Money Mondays, my friend. You need to watch that. Happy we got this space to speak our minds. WFNF, W Rumble, W Free Speech, WFNF, W Tommy. Tommy, do you still call black women? Yeah, that was from before. That's from CGC channel, GGG channel, and then Kevin from sales. Cool. We're ready to wrap this up. And do we want to read? We can read them. Yeah, we'll read them on. You are? Yeah, okay, read them on after show. No. You know? Okay. FNF team, thank you for relaunching Council Club 2.0. It's better, stronger, more precise than the Brotherhood is real. We saw an FNF Army Cali chapter per your instructions. Yes, let's go. We're looking forward to seeing all the other chapters thrive under the FNF umbrella. Happy birthday, Mo. When is your baby due? Okay. We're gonna do that probably in the next Zoom call, guys. Who the fuck is playing, you stupid bitch? And that's from King Sotomayor. Black women who actually go to the gym, real black queens. All right. And then this show is too good. W Council Club, WFNF. Hey man, I knew you guys were gonna enjoy it. They'll probably hang fresh for sleeping with the white woman. Okay. I always said black women are the most hateful, racist, and homophobic people on earth, but they want my protection. Miss me with that bullshit. That's from the Fit Comedian and Ramirez. Google the founder of TKO. That's why The Rock is keeping his mouth shut. Okay, the mailman. All right, that might. Okay, Mo, can you do that real quick? All these ratchet ass hoes. Okay, all these ratchet hoes need a reality check. They out here built like Viscera, but they build the world. But they deserve the world. Bitches can't even put their heels on without getting out of the breath. Sound like Darth Vader. God damn, bro. What did the Chinaman say when he got a C in class? I have this on my family. Okay. Damn, nigga late as fuck, but we hear shit. FNF chat is undefeated. Shout out to you, my guys. Top Shay, good. What's good, gents? Welcome, Tommy. You kill me, brother. I need Cat Williams here. Still learning how to send donations to Castle Club chats with pictures of them boys. And they'll show you the chat.
He just did a tutorial. Okay, you got it.
But he had got it like we read it earlier.
Okay.
With the card.
Someone
police
showed him.
card. Yeah.
Let's go 5,000. Asking for Fred. Where can I find the clip of you and Blaudia?
Yo.
Also, how do you feel about that Army SEAL? It's on his OnlyFans. You still got your OnlyFans?
No, it's on my website. Just go to tjskoc.com. You can see everything you want to see on my
Niggas asking
website.
about bitchy fuck. Come on, man.
KOC.com.
Come on, Stu.
Get all the information that you want.
This nigga.
Find me everywhere. That's the best. Only way you can find me is on my website. That's the only place I do everything but my website. Go join tjskoc.com. You can see all of my podcasts and stuff like that.
This nigga, my podcast. Okay. Hello, Mr. Sutter. Great to have you again, WFNF. I can't figure out how to super chat on Castle Club. I see it coins. I can't see my Castle Club messages. I think they'll answer that. We already got 14,000 plus you on here. Happy birthday, Mo, you big lovable teddy bear.
Thank
Kate
you.
Maria. Okay, happy birthday, Mo. Keep eating your spinach and kale until
Tell
these
these
dumb
bitches
bitches go to hell. Nigga, you wanted us to keep reading this because it's all happy birthday shit.
No, but they came
This nigga
early.
said, oh, it's quick. It's
They
good.
were early. They were
Happy
early.
Woman Exit Day, Medium Mo. Keep providing the haters wrong. WFNF. All right, comrade. Thank you so much. And then what else we got here?
Stop the cat.
Nigga Mo wanted us to read his happy birthday messages, you fag. All right, cool. Guys, here's Tommy Sotomayor. Where can the people find you, Tommy?
My website, tjskoc.com, and I really would like for you guys to go. One of the best reviewed films that's out there is called The Fatherless America.
Yeah.
Go get it on Amazon Prime right now.
I have it, guys. Get it.
The more you rent it, the more whores I can buy. I would need you guys to be able to do these things. I mean, my whore funds are low because of the YouTube ban and all that, but I still keep on plucking away. I still got 30 for hoes.
Bam.
All right.
Guys, we're gonna be back with some lovely ladies, and Tommy, man, is gonna be a fucking movie, man. So just sit tight, guys. Chris, give us a time.
No, it's we got a big tip from Castle Club.
Oh, we did? Oh shit, Blackest Panther. Shout out to you, bro. He goes, W Mo, happy birthday, my ninja. Bro, for every pound. Keep on my G. Oh, because for all the weight that you lost, 157 pounds. Shout out to you, Blackest Panther. Mo, happy birthday, big boy, and that's from Clay 10. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. And I told y'all, Castle Club is a fucking army, man. We love y'all ninjas. We got 6,000 plus strong, by the way. We got to get to 10K strong. Fuck the haters. These bitch ass niggas, ain't in reach, can't stop us. We back with some lovely ladies. Chris, give us a time. They'll be on.
11:15.
Okay.
Okay, well I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn around. We're gonna reset, guys. We'll be back here in a little bit, a little after 11. We'll go live. Love y'all.
Peace.
Stay tuned. Peace.
Night.